Hey, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? We are here this morning getting some work done. What's going on to here, 𝗗𝗓𝗖𝗞𝗦? What's going on, Plotter? Anybody else in here before I get started? Dragon. How you doing, Dragon? I got your messages. Thank you. This is the gathering of wrenches. The gathering of wrenches. Yes, absolutely. Hey, the Stephanie, what's going on? Hope you guys had a good night or a good day or a good afternoon wherever you are across the world. Give me a second. I got to get my list because, as we know, I've been reading off crazy titles and cracking everyone up with my with my reaction titles. So yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna get into this morning. You guys know what to do when everybody comes in. We're gonna just do these reactions and get some work done this morning. So let's get into it. Is this the first one? Oh no, this is not even. Is this the one that's up right now? Okay. Ooh, you tried to trick me to here. You put them in order. Not in order. This is number 4. Ha! You gonna have me reading the wrong one. Yes, you like my shirt? Everybody seems to like this shirt. That's my vacation shirt when I go on vacation. I'm out by the pool or something. Hey, TT Tractor, how you doing? Cookies, hey, how you doing? Yeah, my shirt. Everybody loves that shirt. I went to the place that I went, the tavern that I went to before, and I got the wings. I went to another time with this shirt on. The guy was like, I was like, really, bro? Mother bird, hey, come in. Yeah, there's all the wrenches in here. That's so. I never get to see all you guys at the same place. So, Crystal, hey, Crystal, how you doing? Crystal, I got rid of my Cash App, so I only have PayPal now. I think you tried to send me something Cash App. It did not go through. Cash App has been acting a butt for the last couple of days. I don't know if somebody reported it as fraud or whatever. I ain't got time for Cash App. They didn't send me anything saying that there was any problem, but if you can't get your business together and you can't give me a reason why you're not clearing transactions, then you got to go. So Cash App has been removed. Not a problem. And PayPal, if you want, Crystal, I still have that. So just wanted to let you know because I did see that last name. All right. Okay, Crystal. No problem. Just want to make sure it is I have totally shut it down now. So it's over. Just wanted to make sure. All right. So let's get started here. What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? I'm just saying VB here filling in for Mike while he is in the Philippines. So we're going to go ahead and do some reactions and get right into this. New info, Twitch was blackmailed. He was on the Diddy tapes. So let's go ahead and get into this and see what they are talking about here.
Yep.
And here's to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I got this. Take 2 if the joke didn't work.
No, it's okay.
I don't want no.
What time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
People aren't holding back when it comes to piecing together the details of the ongoing Diddy case. In fact, it seems like online sleuths are doing more investigative work than the authorities. Now, allegations are surfacing that connects the death of Twitch to Diddy, with claims involving Ellen DeGeneres and past accusations about her allegedly transporting children across borders and attending Diddy's parties. How much truth is there to these claims? Is there a connection between Twitch's death, Diddy, and Ellen DeGeneres? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this developing story and bring you every intriguing detail. Unraveling the mystery, Twitch's death, Ellen, and the alleged dark secrets. The tragic death of Steven Twitch Boss sent shockwaves across the world. Known for his radiant smile, dance moves, and uplifting personality, the So You Think You Can Dance alum and former DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, appeared to embody joy. However, in December 2022, the news of his untimely death left fans and the entertainment industry grappling for answers. Twitch was found dead at the Oak Tree Inn in Encino, California, in what authorities ruled as a suicide. But for many, the narrative didn't sit right, and as we proceed, you would begin to understand why. Reports detailed that Twitch checked into the Oak Tree Inn, where he was expected to check out the following morning. When he failed to do so, hotel staff discovered his lifeless body. The official cause of death was listed as a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
11:15 they went and checked, knocked on the door. She didn't really see him, but she noticed the body, and that's it, and then she came out.
On the surface, it seemed straightforward, but beneath the surface, many began to question if there was more to the story. For one, Twitch had been celebrating milestones in his personal life. Just days before his death, he and his wife, Allison Holker, celebrated their 9th wedding anniversary. Both had shared heartfelt posts on social media, with Twitch calling her his love, and Allison commemorating the perfect magical day. Beyond their public tributes, the couple was reportedly discussing plans to expand their family. These signs of future planning clashed with the tragedy that unfolded. This made many people ask, was there something deeper and sinister going on underneath the seemingly perfect facade he and his wife presented? Was the investigation thorough enough? And why was it conclusively ruled as suicide? People felt there were angles to this story that needed to be explored. And as we proceed, you will begin to see why. The initial scrutiny fell on Twitch's wife, Allison. Skeptics questioned her response timeline, noting how she allegedly went to the police station instead of calling for a wellness check when Twitch didn't return home. Furthermore, her composed public statement shortly after the news broke raised eyebrows. People felt she was too put together for what should have been a heart-rending experience. A few felt like she seemed to be cold and calculated. In her statement, she praised Twitch's spirit and legacy, describing him as the backbone of their family and a beacon of positivity. However, critics online speculated that her seemingly calm demeanor suggested she might have known more than she let on. Months later, interviews she conducted, which some interpreted as emotionless, only fueled conspiracies. But were people merely seeing things, or was there some substance to their speculation? Why would a supposedly happy Twitch suddenly end his life?
Okay, so this is what I'll say, because I don't know a lot about this story, about his relationship with his wife, or really about him, but this is what I'll say. I have also gotten that phone call that my husband was shot in the head, and I had to go, and I had 3 children, young children, and had to go and prepare for his funeral and burial. It was not a suicide, but it was definitely a homicide. And I can't say that I would have been on the news talking about it, but I can say that I was not in a state of hysterics. When I go through extreme trauma, I kind of shut down all emotions because I'm focused on what's happening, what's going on around me, things like that. So his wife could be the same when it comes to that she just shuts down. And then, later on when she processes everything, then, it's different in private, possibly, because I know for me at the time, I had to focus on how I was going to get my children through this, and for, mom to be hysterical and not being able to deal with the situation just was not going to help them. So I will give her the benefit of the doubt there with that, because I have too been through that situation. I have gotten that call at 2:30 in the morning. I had to tell my children that their father was unalived, I guess, for YouTube's sake. But yeah, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Adding to the intrigue was the revelation that Twitch did not have a will at the time of his death. Curious, right? While California law entitled Allison to half of their joint estate, she filed a legal petition to prove their marriage and secure her portion of his assets. The court granted her access to half of Twitch's earnings, including investments, royalties, and production company revenues. While the legal proceedings were routine, some questioned whether there were hidden motives. And you know what they say in crime thrillers: when there's a crime, follow the money. But was there a crime? Well, at that point, people couldn't tell, but there sure was money to follow. Beyond Allison, attention quickly turned to Ellen DeGeneres, Twitch's longtime employer and friend. The pair's camaraderie was evident during Twitch's time on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, where he served as DJ and executive producer. However, rumors swirled that their relationship was strained behind the scenes. The Ellen DeGeneres Show faced significant backlash in 2020, following allegations of a toxic work environment. Former employees accused Ellen and senior staff of fostering a culture of mistreatment, bullying, and discrimination. Although Ellen issued a public apology,
I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected. I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show.
the scandal cast a shadow over her reputation, and by extension, those closely associated with her. So it was only natural that eyes would shift towards her. But it doesn't end there. Some theories speculated that Twitch, as a key figure on the show, may have been privy to damaging information. 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗖𝗞𝗏, a friend of Twitch, suggested that the pressure from the show's controversies weighed heavily on him.
Human beings are not designed to handle that much pressure. And when I was talking about my experience, his face was like...
These whispers evolved into darker allegations that Twitch had compromising evidence involving both Ellen and others in their circle. Allegations about Ellen and Diddy's private parties began to resurface. Diddy, a music mogul often linked to lavish and exclusive gatherings, has long been the subject of rumors involving secrecy and high-profile attendees. Claims emerged suggesting that Twitch may have stumbled upon compromising information during his interactions with this circle. A conversation transcript widely circulated online added fuel to these claims. The dialogue, allegedly linked to one of Diddy's parties, hinted at activities extending into the early hours of the morning. While the details were speculative, they painted a picture of secrecy and indulgence.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, there...
Ellen's association with Diddy's rumored parties also became a point of interest. Critics pointed to the scandal surrounding her alleged involvement in questionable activities, though no concrete evidence ever surfaced. The overlapping narratives created a web of theories, tying Twitch's death to a broader conspiracy involving powerful figures in Hollywood. While none of the allegations had been substantiated, the weight of fame and public scrutiny on Twitch's life cannot be ignored. Balancing his roles as a performer, family man, and public figure may have created immense pressure. Friends and colleagues described him as a bright light, but noted he often prioritized others' happiness over his own struggles. The dark underbelly of Hollywood, Twitch, Ellen, and Diddy's alleged secrets. As fans continue to piece together the puzzle of Twitch's death, a darker narrative begins to emerge, intertwining the troubled dynamics of the Ellen DeGeneres Show, the controversies surrounding Diddy's infamous parties, and the immense pressures Twitch may have faced while navigating these elite Hollywood circles. Speculation is rife. Was Twitch's tragic death a culmination of personal struggles, or did external factors tied to his professional and social connections play a more significant role? In 2020, The Ellen DeGeneres Show faced a wave of allegations describing a workplace riddled with toxicity. Reports from former employees, compiled by BuzzFeed News, painted a grim picture. Microaggressions, racial insensitivity, power abuse, and a culture of fear. Ellen herself was accused of allowing such an environment to flourish, though many of the allegations focused on senior producers. Despite distancing herself from the claims, Ellen admitted responsibility as the face of the show. Ellen addressed the accusations during the season premiere of her show's 18th season, stating, "I learned that things happened here that never should have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected." However, not everyone accepted Ellen's apology at face value. Many former employees believed that her public demeanor clashed with her private behavior. One specific report highlighted incidents where employees were discouraged from making direct eye contact with Ellen, a claim she vehemently denied. Employees who raised concerns about the work environment allegedly faced repercussions, such as being dismissed or ostracized. Among these allegations, some former staff members, particularly people of color, shared experiences of discrimination. One ex-employee recounted how a senior producer confused her with another black colleague simply because they both had braids. Another described how a writer admitted to knowing only the names of the white employees. Twitch's role as an executive producer placed him in a precarious position. He joined Ellen in publicly addressing the controversies, expressing that the show was evolving into a better version of itself. This statement, while well-intentioned, didn't sit well with some fans who felt that Twitch was complicit in perpetuating the negative culture. The added scrutiny may have further exacerbated the pressures he already faced as a high-profile entertainer and public figure. Sean "Diddy" Combs, a frequent guest on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, has long been known for hosting opulent parties that attract Hollywood's biggest names. While these events are often publicized as glamorous gatherings, rumors have swirled for years about what occurs behind closed doors. Allegations of illicit activities, including human trafficking, have occasionally surfaced in connection to Diddy's name.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean "Diddy" Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
To cap it off, Diddy was arrested last year, and the full weight of the law has been unleashed on him. The allegations are nothing short of damning, and his connection to Ellen DeGeneres and Twitch, by extension, makes this story all the more riveting. In a widely discussed interview, Diddy joked with Ellen about her reluctance to attend his parties, stating that she was invited to all of them. Ellen deflected by claiming the events were held too far away, suggesting she preferred staying closer to home.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties, you just haven't seemed to show up.
Despite this lighthearted exchange, other reports have suggested that Ellen may have attended some of Diddy's more private gatherings. These less publicized parties are rumored to involve activities far removed from their glamorous image. Given Twitch's close relationship with Ellen, it is plausible that he accompanied her to some of these events. As speculation grows, questions arise. Was Twitch exposed to activities that he found troubling? Did he uncover secrets he couldn't reconcile with his values? While these ideas remain unproven, the connections between Diddy, Ellen, and Twitch continue to fuel public curiosity. Twitch and Allison, more than meets the eye. Stephen Twitch, Boss, and Allison Holker were widely admired as a power couple in the entertainment world, especially in the dance community. Their love story, talent, and family dynamic were seen as inspiring, making them the epitome of marriage goals. Known for their magnetic chemistry both on and off the dance floor, they brought joy and positivity to their fans.
I mean, they definitely look like a cute couple. They have very beautiful kids, you know. But see, this is what happens with social media. People look at people's lives from the outside, and because they look good on the outside and look good together, you know, they feel like, oh, that's what I want. But you really don't know what's going on behind closed doors in someone's home. Not saying that, you know, they were having problems or anything like that, but, you know, I feel like just as a society, we need to, you know, stop just looking at other people from the outside just for first glance and feeling like that's, you know, the way that I want to be, because you really just don't, you never know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they definitely have a very beautiful family, like, absolutely.
Through their work and their personal lives. Holker once expressed in an interview with Parade how much it meant to her to be seen as a role model for other couples. "Honestly, it feels like a huge honor," she said. "I look at us and I think we work really hard in our marriage. So the fact that people look up to and aspire to that is amazing. It's a lot of work to be in a good marriage. So I don't mind that people look at us like that, because it's something that we truly respect." and are working on constantly, to be honest. Their marriage wasn't just a partnership, but also a source of inspiration for those who followed their journey. The couple frequently emphasized the importance of communication.
That I 100% agree with. It is a lot of work to be in a good marriage. If you are married, you know that it is a lot of work. And anybody, go talk to your grandmama, your granddaddy, somebody that's been married for 25, 30 years. If they are willing to sit down and give you the true story of how they stayed married, I'm telling you right now, it is not going to be all flowers and roses. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of days where they probably should have walked separate ways and they didn't. So for anybody out there that, is thinking that, once I get married, it's going to be like happily ever after and things like that. And I'm not saying good things won't happen. They will. But in order to stay married and to have a healthy marriage, it is work. It is work. You're taking two people that were raised two different ways, two different households, and you're bringing them together as one. And, that is difficult. That is difficult. So it is work. So when anybody that's getting married, please know that when you get married, you are committing to doing the work. That is what you're committing to do. If you are not going to do the work, then you don't need to be married. That's just my 2 cents.
Mutual respect, and continuous effort in maintaining a strong bond. They showcased their love and teamwork not only in interviews and social media posts, but also in their creative collaborations, such as their memorable dance performances together. Holker and Twitch shared a blended family of 3 children, daughters Wesley, Zaya, and son Maddox. Wesley was Allison's daughter from a previous relationship, and Twitch embraced her as his own, creating a loving and united family. The couple often spoke about the joy and challenges of parenting, with Holker previously sharing with Parade her perspective on navigating the chaos of family life. You know what I've learned now having 3 kids? Embrace the crazy. Embrace the mayhem, she said. You just have to realize that everyone's going through that. Everyone's doing their best, and that's okay. There's gonna be some hits on the road, but you've got to keep pushing. Laugh it off, dance it off, TikTok it off. Their shared love of dancing was a central aspect of their lives. The couple frequently posted fun and creative dance videos with their kids on social media, further endearing themselves to their fans. Their lively routines highlighted their ability to bring joy into their household, inspiring other families to bond through fun and movement. In November 2022, the couple appeared on The Jennifer Hudson Show and revealed they were considering expanding their family.
Oh my God, do you miss having a newborn in the house?
I sure do.
Uh-oh.
I think we would love to start trying for another one.
Oh.
No, but we really do. I love the little babies. I love them, and to be quite, it's a constant conversation.
Their openness about family planning and their evident excitement about raising children resonated with audiences, showcasing their deep love for parenting. Stephen Twitch Boss and Allison Holker embodied a sense of togetherness and positivity that extended beyond their home. Their journey as partners, parents, and professionals served as a reminder that love, hard work, and laughter could build something truly beautiful. However, following Twitch's death, people have speculated as to how much of what the couple put out was real or fictional, with a few pointing out that if the couple were as happy as they had portrayed themselves on TV, then maybe Twitch would still be alive. Was there more to their marriage than meets the eye? What could have prompted Twitch to end his life despite having a supposedly beautiful marriage and living an idyllic life? These are the questions that have lingered in people's minds. Dark secrets that may have led to his death. As more details surface about Twitch's untimely death, many are left questioning the circumstances that might have contributed to his tragic passing. While the official ruling declared his death a suicide, the web of connections surrounding him, including his ties to Ellen DeGeneres and Sean Diddy Combs, raises uncomfortable questions. Could Twitch have been privy to secrets too dark to handle, leading to his devastating end? Speculation is growing, and some believe that the pressures from these relationships may have been too much for him to bear. For those who remember, Ellen was reportedly implicated in the notorious Wayfair scandal. Allegedly, overpriced cabinets were being sold on the website, with their names tied to missing persons, such as Naria, Ura, Somaya, and Olivia.
Now, this post shows 4 cabinets on Wayfair.com ranging from $12,000 to $14,000, and it draws attention to their names. Well, within hours, these claims started popping up as well. Internet sleuths looked into the names of the cabinets and found that in each instance, there was a matching missing person case.
The rumors suggested that these cabinets were being used for illegal trafficking, with high-profile figures like Ellen and Diddy involved in the dark dealings. While the official investigation into Wayfair concluded with no solid evidence of wrongdoing, the conspiracy theories persist. Many believe
that is wild. Like, yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That's wow.
That Twitch, who had such close ties to Ellen, might have learned about these sinister connections. It's not beyond reason to imagine that he might have come across information that could have put him in a difficult position. Was Twitch aware of Ellen's alleged involvement in this scandal? Could the weight of this knowledge have contributed to the pressures he faced in the weeks leading up to his death? It's important to note that Twitch's death was not an isolated incident in Ellen's circle. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, another close acquaintance, also passed away under mysterious circumstances, fueling more conspiracy theories and suspicions. 𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦's tragic death was accompanied by a slew of rumors, from vehicular accidents to alleged mental health struggles. For some, it raises the question, could there be something more to the deaths of those in Ellen's orbit? Was Twitch, like Anne, a casualty of being too close to a dangerous world of secrets and corruption? One of the more controversial theories surrounding Twitch's death is the speculation that he may have been living a secret life, possibly struggling with his sexual identity. While there is no concrete evidence to suggest that Twitch was secretly on the down low, DL, there are certain comments made by his wife, Allison Holker, that have fueled this line of thinking. In previous interviews, Allison revealed how she was initially attracted to Twitch and even made physical advances toward him early in their relationship. She mentioned touching his behind on several occasions, and his lack of response led some to wonder whether Twitch was truly comfortable with her advances, or whether there was more to his feelings than met the eye. Hollywood has long been a place filled with endless intrigue and speculation, and many famous male celebrities are said to be on the down low. At some point, there were hints of an exclusive group of male celebrities that were on the down low and lived double lives. One such man was Will Smith. Will was allegedly said to have been caught pants down with Dwayne Martin at nowhere other than a Diddy party by none other than a former staff. One theory suggests that such things are an open secret, but only the initiated are privy to them. Now back to Twitch. Although there may have not been concrete evidence to suggest that he was on the DL, people have speculated about his decision to check into a motel. A few people have wondered if perhaps he was trying to find some time with his alleged partner. Could this have angered his wife to the point of her taking definitive action against him? Or are these rumors empty? While these comments don't directly confirm the DL theory, the speculation has persisted. For some, it makes sense that Twitch, who was always known for his positive public persona, might have felt trapped in a life he couldn't fully embrace. Could he have been hiding a part of himself that he felt forced to keep secret, particularly in the public eye? And if that was the case, could the strain of maintaining an image of a happy, loving marriage while struggling with his identity have contributed to his mental health struggles? So many questions beg for an answer. The relationship between Twitch, Ellen, and Diddy is another aspect that has raised eyebrows. Diddy is no stranger to controversy, with rumors surrounding his parties and connections to illicit activities. Allegedly, some disturbing tapes were discovered at Diddy's homes, with rumors suggesting that these tapes contained compromising footage of various celebrities. Twitch, being a frequent guest at Diddy's events and a close friend of Ellen, could have easily found himself entangled in a web of secrets that he might not have been able to escape. The speculation around Twitch's involvement in these tapes is fueled by his proximity to the people involved. If Twitch did indeed have access to information or compromising material on powerful figures like Diddy and Ellen, could it be that he was being blackmailed? Was he in a position where he felt trapped by the knowledge he possessed? It's not a far-fetched theory considering the power dynamics in Hollywood, where secrets and leverage can easily become tools for manipulation. Some believe that the pressure from knowing too much, coupled with the personal struggles he may have faced, might have pushed Twitch into a corner he couldn't escape. His decision to end his life, while still shrouded in mystery, may have been influenced by these overwhelming circumstances. If Twitch was indeed blackmailed or pressured by those around him, it would explain some of the emotional and psychological toll he likely experienced in the final months of his life. Twitch's legacy, a cautionary tale. Twitch's tragic death has left many in the entertainment world reeling. While the speculation surrounding his death may never be fully proven, one thing remains certain: his legacy as a talented dancer, entertainer, and beloved figure will continue to shine brightly. His passing has brought attention to the often hidden struggles that many celebrities face, particularly those who are caught in a web of secrets, manipulation, and societal expectations. As fans and the public continue to ask questions, we may never uncover the full truth behind Twitch's untimely death. However, his life and the impact he had on those who knew him will not be forgotten. The conversation surrounding mental health, the pressures of fame, and the potential darkness lurking behind the glamorous facades of Hollywood has only just begun. Twitch's story is a reminder of the importance of mental health awareness and the need for support, understanding, and compassion in an industry that often hides its deepest secrets behind smiles and applause. For many people, Twitch's death was actually a suicide. But according to Twitch's grandfather, Eddie Boss, Twitch divulged his final words to him before his death 2 days later. In an interview with the Daily Mail on December 15, 2022, Eddie Boss revealed that Twitch was happy the last time they spoke without any indication of his future demise. His statement furthered buttressed the belief by many people that there was more to Twitch's death than meets the eye. Fans and admirers alike have sought for justice, or at the very least, closure. Twitch represented a lot of things to many people, but perhaps what most people would recollect about him was his affable personality, the genial way he went about life, the effortless charm and his ability to dispense of warmth and positivity, connecting to the hearts and minds of millions of people worldwide. Do you think that Twitch has took his own life, or was there some foul play at work? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, remember to turn on the notification bell to be notified of our latest uploads.
Well, yeah. I didn't know much about him. I had heard the name. I know I heard information when I passed, like all these clips. If it wasn't for the clips, I wouldn't have seen any of this information about Ellen, because I didn't watch that show or anything like that. But it seems to be very interesting. Like, the thing is this, if he was on, the Diddy tapes in some form, like, I understand that can be embarrassing, especially if you don't know. Let's just say you don't know. Maybe you were one of the people that were, took the substances and didn't realize, or whatever. I don't know. But, I mean, you just deal with it and you keep going on, Now, if you were doing something with some children on some tables and some stuff like that, I can understand why you feel like the pressure is, you don't want those things to come out, but I don't know. Like, people need to be careful what they get themselves into. Everything that glitters isn't gold. A lot of people see this industry, they want to be a part of it because they see these dollars, and, you got to have a price tag that you're not willing to take, right? Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. Like, you have to be able to walk away, So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them I'm just saying VB. And Uncle Mike told you so. Bye, guys. Hello, side chat. Hello. Crystal, Star, Temper, Marshmallow. Hello. How you guys doing? Anybody else that I missed? I see you guys in the side chat. Golden Queen. Hello, hello, hello. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞, hello, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞. Anybody else that I missed? We're doing reactions this morning, so you know the engagement from my side is kind of low when we're doing reactions. Wendy, hello, hello. Yeah, we're just trying to get those out the way, add some more content for the other pages. Beerjit, hello. Did I see anybody else? Okay. Anyone that I missed, I apologize. Hello, Diddy Free. Hello, hello. Anybody else that I missed, I apologize. Dishing Tea with D. Hello, Dishing Tea with D. You've been here listening. Oh, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. So yes, we're doing reactions. These are for the other channel, so my engagement is not as high when we do this, but side chat, please welcome anyone that comes in. Carrie, hello. Please welcome anyone that comes in, let them know what we're doing, and you guys can chit chat it up as much as you want in the side chat, and just enjoy the videos and the reactions. All right, we're gonna go get into the next one. You're gonna hear me say, for those who are not acclimated with how we do our reactions, you'll hear me do a intro, and then you'll hear me do a outro. And basically you don't have to go anywhere, because that's just for the videos. We just do this because we're cutting up videos right now. Tahir is going to be cutting them up, and that's how we signal for him where to start and where to end. So you guys just hang out. We'll be here for a little bit. So let's see what the next one is, because Tahir gave me a puzzle. He gave me all the titles today, guys, but they're not necessarily in the order of the videos that I see. So he tried to catch me. He tried to catch me slipping, but I'm wide awake, Bahi. I'm wide awake. All right, let's take this one down. All right, let's get this started. What's the next one? Okay. What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? I'm just saying VB here, filling in for Mike while he's over in the Philippines. We have another video reaction that we're going to get into. Cameron just went in the archives on Jim Jones. So let's see what he's talking about and get this started.
But he always did beats. Six Figure Diggy always did beats. So he had little home studios and little gadgets back in the days that the average person would have. Nowadays, everybody can get whatever, but he would go get turntables and all this stuff that people wouldn't have. So we started doing mixtapes, and not mixtapes, we started doing songs in his crib in Esplanade Gardens. And we was like, word, he out the studio. So me, Mace, and Bloodshed used to be at Digger's house doing little, little raps. We didn't even take it seriously. It was like, come on, man, like we didn't, this diplomat shit or record deal shit was far-fetched. It wasn't even some shit that we thought about. So, cool, we doing stuff. So now, time goes on. Mace, I went to college. Mace is a year older than me. Mace went away to college first. He went to college and he got kicked out and came back and met this dude named 𝗚𝗚. 𝗚𝗚 taught Mace how to be pretty. He was Murder Mace, Tough Rhymes, all this other stuff. 𝗚𝗚 is the dude who taught Mace, like, nah, Playboy, you gotta rap for the girls. Yo, you the one who gotta do this for the females and all this other stuff. And Mace followed that, and he met Puff, and he ended up getting signed with Bad Boy. So it's like, oh shit, Big L was one thing, because not dissing Lord Finesse and DITC, them niggas was dope. The whole DITC was dope. But Puff had this flamboyant shit about him. So it was like, oh shit, this is next level shit getting signed with Bad Boy. Oh shit, the way Mace got the wave right now. You know what I'm saying? So Mace didn't have an album out yet. So he was running around, you know, just with the deal. So pause that right there because I skipped over the part. So we doing mixtapes. Back to when I was saying we doing mixtapes. Me, Blood, and Mace. I would see Jim from time to time. My grandmother lives in 1199. His aunt lives in 1199. So, you know, on the weekends you go see your grandmother, or twice a month you go see your grandmother, whatever. I would bump into him there and be like, okay, what's up? You know, just some what's up shit. Hey, what's up? What's good? He like, yo, Ken, what's up? I'm like, ain't nothing, man. He's like, yo, I heard y'all on the mixtape, on Ron G mixtapes, doo-wop mixtapes. He's like, yo, I heard y'all, you know, I got the crib. My grandmother passed away. God bless the dead also. Come through, come hang out. So we like, all right, cool, whatever. But we wasn't really hanging out with Jim. And there's no shade. We wasn't really hanging out when we knew him, but we wasn't really hanging out with him like that. So we see him again. Yo, come through, man. You know, I got the crib. Y'all could come hang out, whatever, whatever. So we like, yo, you know, at this particular time, I had just got kicked out of college. Mace had the deal, but the money ain't sink in yet. He just got the deal, so he's still living in Harlem with Kuda Love. And we like, yo, fuck it, let's go see what's going on in Jomo house. His name was Jomo, and I'm not, this is no diss, his name was Jomo. So we like, yo, let's go to Jomo house, you know what I'm saying? So we go over there and hang out, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had the crib, because this time, I'll stay with a bitch here, stay with a bitch there, stay at my grandmother's house, stay at her house. I never had nowhere to go, always had somewhere to go. I could have went to my grandmother, her house, whoever. But we used to go over there and hang out so we could smoke weed, whatever, vibe. So we was hanging out over there for a while, a few months, and Mace was like, yo, Jomo, if we gonna be with you, learn how to rhyme. You should learn how to rhyme. And Jim was like, I'm not gonna call him Jomo because y'all be taking shade, but he was like, I don't know how to rhyme, man. I don't really know how to rhyme. Mace was like, yo, it's easy. So Mace taught him the kind of format we was using to rhyme. And Mace was like, yo, do this and do it like that. Mace taught Jim how to rhyme. I'm not taking a little bit of credit for that, not even a little bit. Mace sat down with him in the room, yo, do this and do that. And Jim started taking it more seriously, like, all right, maybe I can do it. You know, in the beginning, it was rough. You know, everybody in the beginning learning how to rap is rough. So Mace kept telling him, yo, do this and do that. Cool. So, you know, Mace is in the street. Everybody knows Mace got the record deal. Everybody's on Mace, yo. He running into beefs in the street. I'm out there basically holding Mace down when he's in the street. He getting trapped in bitches' cribs on Kingsbridge Road, stuck in a bitch crib, her boyfriend downstairs, he can't get him out. I go get 20 niggas, go get Mace out the crib, all type of shit when he first got signed. This had nothing to do with Jim. This is just before Jim, everything before Jim, I'm telling you. So, cool, Mace running all type of beef because nobody signed with Bad Boy from my neighborhood, which was the most popular label. So what happened was, Jim must have heard some shit that niggas was talking.
I love the way he had to sip that Pepsi to wet his whistle so he could go in to tell him more of his story. That was just funny to me. It's just like, hold on, let me take a sip. I got more to say. Okay, Cam.
Shit about Mace. So he told Mace, and he was in front of his building, and he was like, yo, nah, niggas on so-and-so street said they gonna fuck you up, and they got no problem, and they got a problem with you, and fuck you, yada, 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 yada. So Mace had the attitude like, what? So you stood around and niggas talking shit about me and sat there and listened to him and didn't say nothing and didn't do nothing? Yeah, all right. So basically, me and Mace talked later, maybe a day or two later. He's like, yo, I'm not fucking with Jomo because he around niggas who talking about me. And if you fuck with him, that's on you. But I'm not being around no niggas who talking about me and you gonna stand there and let them talk about me and not defend me and say nothing to me. Say nothing about it. So he basically was like, he ain't fucking with Jim. So I was like, damn. Now at this time, Mace started moving a little funny. So I'm like, damn, you know, we've been at Jim House, it's going on maybe like 10 months, going there, hanging out over there, bloodshed, me, or whatever. Not living there, hanging out there. So basically, Mace encouraged him, and then, but Mace was doing funny shit. Mace started now the album come out next year. So Mace getting millions, and now that I'm older, I kind of see the position Mace was in. At this time, Mace was older than me, and I was young. I couldn't understand how he was moving, and I didn't care. We flying to Seattle doing the show. He land, he put us on commercial. He take private by himself. It's 9 seats on private. This nigga fly private, though he could be alone on the plane plus commercial. He's doing all type of crazy, weird shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, man, you know what? I ain't fucking with Mace no more neither, you know what I mean? Because this dude is moving funny, and I know him. This nigga, like I said, we grew up together. I knew Mace literally since I was 10. But you gotta realize Mace was 22, 23 years old with about 7, 8 million. I know some niggas 30, 35 years old that wouldn't know how to act with 8, 9, 10 million dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand it back then because I was just in the mix with him. But yo, you gonna lose your mind. You 22 years old with $10 million. It's cool. You gonna lose your mind. You definitely gonna lose your mind. So I was like, yo, man, fuck Mace, man. I'm gonna fuck with Jim. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily fuck with Jim, saying, this my nigga, I fuck with partner Lynch from Vera. End up giving me a record deal because Biggie liked the way I rap. So cool, I get the record deal. Boom. After I get the record, I'm like, now I got a deal. Cool. So Mace ended up coming back being cool. He do the Horse and Carrot song, he do the 357 video or whatever. And then he wanted paper, he wanted money to be in the Horse and Carrot video. And niggas was like, come on, Mace, you charging to be in the video? But I understood, now I understand. Back then I didn't see it. So now it's like, fuck Mace again, he don't want to be in the video. God damn, man. Fuck, we can't, I'm trying to pop like you popping. I'm your man. Used to wear my sneakers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mace was the master of taking your old sneakers and making them look new, and you be mad you gave him your shits. You be like, damn, what the fuck you did? Restoration wasn't out. I don't know what kind of toothbrush that nigga had to get them motherfuckers back looking brand new, but he was the master of taking my old clothes and sneakers and making them shits fucking brand new, my nigga. So he don't want to do the Horse and Carrot video. He was like, man, fuck Mace again. You know what I'm saying? Part 2, fuck Mace, whatever. So now I'm doing on my first album. I put Jim on my first album also. He's on my first album. You know, he's not lying. He was in the studio with me when I got my first album the whole time, everything. But just what I'm trying to tell you is, from this point on, this is what I'm gonna start talking about Jim. I just have to give you who I grew up with, because a lot of people be like, oh, y'all grew up together and this, that, and third. And it's not nothing bad. It's cool. We met. You know, 19, 20 years old. It's not nothing bad about that. So I got the deal, you know. I'm not going to front. Jim was there. We was writing rhymes, everything. He was on my first album on a song with me and my mother. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I go, but the money ain't really crazy. The money ain't right. Money ain't really right. So now I take my money and I'm in the streets. I take my money and get in the streets with my money. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I can't. Once you move to Jersey, you can't move back to Harlem. Because I done took my first advance, moved to Jersey. Man, listen, I ain't going back. If I got to fight, scrape, whatever, I'm not going back to Harlem. And the Harlem y'all people know now is not the Harlem I'm talking about. This was...
True words have never been spoken. Once you move to Jersey, you're not going back to Harlem, honey. And that's what it is. My grandparents moved from Harlem, from the Polo Grounds right to Jersey, and they never went back. Jersey, if you can get out of New York City and you move to Jersey, that is the come up across the board. That's the come up, especially, you know, North Jersey. You know, that's the come up. You made it. It's like, what is it? What's that show that used to go? The Jeffersons. You done moved on up. If you come out of New York and you move to Jersey, you done moved on up. That's truer words have never been spoken. You know I'm from Jersey, so.
It's a different motherfucking Harlem. Y'all niggas do not know the Harlem I grew up in. A different, especially my block. I'm 39 from Lenox, I'm 40 from Lenox. This was a different type of beast. This was something totally different. So, motherfucking, the money ain't right. So, unloses his deal. Unloses his deal at F.E.E.D. But part of the contract is they could take whatever artist had and snatch them. So basically they snatched me from and I was signed to Epic. So now I'm working on the SDE album, my second album. I'm in Jersey, my money ain't right. I'm in the streets selling crack, coke. I'm really doing this, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to even be doing this shit no more. I'm like, damn, but I gotta pay the motherfucking bills. I wasn't getting no rap money. So when I got the Epic, there's a girl there, I'm not gonna say her name. She the one who taught me the motherfucking music business, B. This girl taught me everything I needed to know. So she like, Cam, that dude right there, he runs marketing. This is the dude who runs promotion. This is the dude who runs radio. Telling me on the low. These niggas all driving whatever year it was, type cars. And I'm like, yo. So then she showed me, look, this is what they doing with your marketing money. This is what they doing with your radio money. This is what they doing with your promotion money. Because I never knew the business. I was just so fucking happy to have a record deal. I didn't even learn the business. And I'm like, oh, these niggas is robbing me. You taking, I got back then, you taking $300,000 of my marketing money and going by crib. You taking motherfucking $150,000 of my radio money and you got a brand new car? I ain't have no car. I had a car, but it was the same car from my first deal. Excuse me, my 600 Benz. So I got aggressive. So I'm like, damn, these niggas is really fucking trying to play me. Boom, right there. So I'm still getting a couple dollars in the street. So I'm going to 145th to shop, 145th and Broadway to shop 3-4 times a week because I'm a fresh nigga. I'm going to get fresh. I'm going 145th and Broadway to shop every day. Not every day, 3 times a week, I would say. New Coogie's is out, Iceberg was out, whatever was out. I'm going there to get fresh. My man 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 was there. This is a person who doesn't get enough credit in the whole diplomats movement. His name on Instagram is LS Collection. He sells the jackets now, the LS Collection joints. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞. He used to sell CDs out of van on 145th and Broadway. So when I used to go up there to shop, he would used to try to give me CDs. That was my man already though, but he give me CDs and be like, yo, Cam, I'd be like, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞, you can't sell me the CDs. Like, nah, F.E.E.D, come fuck with it. So I liked his energy. This nigga had dope fucking energy, B. He was dope. And plus he had fucking 20, 30 niggas with him out there selling CDs. The way he was selling CDs, you would think it's motherfucking crack. Nigga had to buy CDs. If you went to that store and bought some clothes out of fucking HMV or whatever, or Tower Records or whatever, we started vibing. So, you know, we chilling or whatever. I got all of them, but whatever it is, he had mad niggas in the Bronx too. You mean that? He put Black and Dawn with me. Well, no, I put Black and Dawn with him. Oh, give me one of those if you watching, Black. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is trying to play a nigga. So front, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 had most of the niggas. 𝗗𝗢𝗡 had 20, 25 niggas. But it was like, you know, the way the gym make it seem like he grabbed a bunch of niggas and we went down there. Nah, 𝗗𝗢𝗡 grabbed them niggas. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞, LS Collection is his Instagram. LS Collection, that's his Instagram. So I made it real uncomfortable because I found out these niggas was trying to, not trying, these niggas was robbing me. Like, yo, them niggas is taking $750,000 from me out of my pocket. I made it uncomfortable. I wanted to get out the deal. I'm like, yo, nah, y'all gotta let me out the deal. I'll sign for 7 albums. I'm like, y'all niggas trying to control my life. Let me out this motherfucking deal. So we went up there every day with 30 niggas. They hired a security. It was just annoying. Niggas was like, you know what? These niggas are coming up here every day. Let these niggas the fuck out. We don't know what type of animals these motherfuckers is. You know, now mind you, these niggas is niggas in cubicles in office. I got niggas straight off 145th Broadway at the time, coming in a nigga cubicle, no haircut, no nothing, smelling like mad weed, and motherfucking just grab a nigga potato chips, eating. This nigga don't, the niggas who's running marketing don't know who the fuck these niggas is. They like, yo, who is this nigga just eating my chips right now? It's me, nigga. Let me out the deal. Y'all niggas is bugging. So it became a headache, and they let me out the deal. Now, in comes Dame Dash. I knew Dame Dash since I was like 11 years old, 12 years old. Like I said, he lived on the east side, and Dame always had these big ideas and shit, man. You know, Dame like, yo, I'm gonna run a rap label. Yo, Cam, by the time you go to the NBA, I'm gonna have a sports agency. I'm gonna do all the shit. Dame was 15 years old with a maximum, the new shit. And you know, You kind of believe his own apartment at 15 years old. You see this nigga driving the new cars and you like, well, maybe he will have a record label one day. Maybe he will do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me and Dame became cool. So, you know, when I got kicked out of college, I used to go to Dame crib too. I'd go over there. He was in the midst of messing with Jay-Z at that time. You know, nobody believed in Jay-Z. He's like, yo, I'm telling you, Jay's the best nigga. Nobody's better than Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the best, I'm telling you. And back then, this is when Jay used to rap like, like Jay had that like 𝗕𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦 flow back then. You know what I'm saying? He came to my job to battle Big L. And him and Big L, motherfucking had a battle. It was an epic battle. It was dope. So Dame is like the big time nigga on the block. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, hustling, none of that. Niggas, he's just fresh. So me and him, when I was about, we fell out over some bullshit, and I stopped speaking to the nigga. So Rockefeller started popping. Rockefeller was popping. Look, so I'm like, you know, Dame was my man, but we ain't speak for like 2 like, damn, man. The record label was popping. I feel I'm one of the nicest niggas in the world. I got really need to holler at him. So I called and reached out to Dame. My man Rel Mack, he from 142nd. Terrell, that's like one of Dame's best friends. And Rel gave me the number, I called Dame. I humbled myself, I said, look, we fell out, I really need your help right now. So he was like, all right, cool, ain't no big deal. Got me off Epic, and I signed to Rockefeller. Cool, so now at this time, Tribe Called Quest, Kill 'Em. I watch, and I'm like, yo, I need your help. Okay, boom. Tribe Called Quest. Master P, No Limit. I see, you know, people always like Cruz, you know what I'm saying? In neighborhood. That's why you love Cash Money. That's why you love No Limit. It wasn't like, you respected the shit, you know what I'm saying? Forming the crew. Now, my childhood friend, Tashawn, on Instagram, his name is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. T-O-B-B Cobain. He like, yo, Kim, I got this dude, man, you know, he like 15. He from my block. He dumb nice, but I just think he got the wrong record deal. He signed up in a bad record deal. And I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Because I'm still not popping yet. You know, I'm just in the middle of, you know, back up, more on the story. Matter of fact, because this was my second album. This before I went to Rockefeller. And I'm like, this was when my shit was fucked up. I'm living in Jersey. I still got the same car. I'm like, but I started forming the crew before that. So I'm like, he like, yo, my man is nice. I'm telling you, he only 15. I'm like, I can't help myself right now. How am I form a crew? So I'm asleep in my car. My man Toe is driving my car, and I'm asleep. When he wake me up, it's some 15-year-old kid in the back of the car. And I'm like, yo, Toe, what are you doing? Like, well, what the fuck is you doing? He like, nah, this is my man that I was telling you about. His name is Jewels. And I'm like, all right, man, what the fuck? I just told you I can't help niggas out right now, but you got me here. You gonna put me in you gonna wait till I go to sleep, rock me to sleep, and basically motherfucking put some little nigga in the back of my car to rap, and I told you I don't wanna hear the shit. I can't do nothing. So I didn't say that. That's what I was thinking in my brain.
He is cracking me up with this can of Pepsi that he is drinking in between. I don't know why this is so funny to me, but yeah, I'm just focused. Like, you know, Cam is from, you know, up top like the rest of us. So, you know, he's telling his story, and if you ever speak to a lot of us that's from up there, we could tell it. We could tell our story. Like, we could tell our story. Like, we definitely put in all the little intricacies of the story, and this what happened. This look, that. That's how we do. So, you know, I'm just watching the story, or listening to the story, and you know, just every time he picks up that can of Pepsi, I'm like, yeah, your mouth getting dry, but I understand. So,
I'm like, all right. Go ahead and rap. This nigga started, yo. This nigga spit some shit, B. 15 years old, we spit. I'm like, what's your name again, my nigga? I'm Jewels. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker crazy. I'm like, all right, you know, I played the cool. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get with you. I'm like, told that little motherfucker is nasty, man. That nigga's like, I told you. Told boy his shit, man. Told like, yeah, I told you. I'm like, that nigga nasty. So I'm like, damn, I'm working on my second album. I'm like, yo, come down to the studio. So he come down to the studio, Jim is in there, you know, me, my homegirl, BB Guns. I don't know if Bianca's watching, my homegirl Bianca. She was in there, so she was like, yo, you know, he come to the studio, he be rapping and all that. And we working on my second album, and I'm like, that nigga's nice. So my homegirl Bianca, you know, she works for Trey Songz now and all that, but she's one of these people too that just know talent when she sees it and knows what's gonna happen. She's always in the fucking right place at the right time. So she said, Cam, she said, yo, that kid can rap, he's cute, the girls are gonna like him, and he's a star. He could sell it, I could see it. I said, I agree with you, everything on if he cute or not, cause I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I you know, if you tell me he cute, I guess he cute. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I'm like, yo, this nigga's nice, and the bitch is gonna like this nigga. So we all vibing. Now, mind you, this is now. So now Jewel's part of the crew. I start forming. I'm naming everything Diplomats. Everything that I'm like, we thinking of a name, what it's gonna be. Da, da, da. So we come up with Diplomats. I'm getting T-shirts made. I'm getting all this shit made. Diplomat. Even when we was on my second album. So fast forward, when we get off the album at when we get off the label at Epic, we go to Rockefeller. Dame gets me the deal, and he's like, "Yo, Cam, do your thing now. If this don't work for you, I'm gonna just have to give you a job." And I'm like, "Give me a job?" That was real shit though. I respected that because it's like, I don't want no motherfucking job. I can't work. I'm not going to work. But that's how cool Dame was. He's a realist. He's like, at least I can let you work for me in my office if this rap shit don't work out. And I'm like, that shit ain't rocking like that. That shit ain't going like that. I gotta win. So, boom. We still got no real money, so I'm telling Dame, I'm like, yo, Dame, we need to put Jewels on this song. We need to put Jewels on this song. And he like, Cam, calm down, man. Go you need to get part of the crew. And Dame was like, go do a song with Bleak and Beanie. I'm like, I bet, I'm doing that. Let's put Jewels on it. No, Cam. It's not time to put, you just got here. And he was absolutely right. So I'm trying to embrace myself at Rockefeller when I get there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, cool. So I get there, and you know, Jay's there, Jay-Z there. Now, mind you, I know Jay-Z before Rockefeller. That's Dame man, you know, because them niggas was doing whatever they was doing together. Them niggas was doing whatever they was doing together in the street. So, you know, Dame had me and Duke the God, my cousin Duke the God, doing other shit. Meeting Dame. Dame used to, when I met Jay-Z, straight up and down here, no record deal, nothing. That nigga had money though. I'm not even gonna say and hold you. That nigga had money from the time I met him. He had a crib on 560 State Street. His shit was a duplex. He had fish tanks in the wall, piranhas in them joints. All that nigga had money. I can never say I don't know Jay-Z from having money. I'm not even talking about the rapper Jay-Z. I'm just keeping it 100. That nigga, with the time I met him, he had money. Him and Tata, he was always with Tata too. Tata be always with them niggas, you know. And Dame had us doing some shit going over to his crib or whatever. So he always had paper. So when we get to Rockefeller, you know, I'm soon as I get in Rockefeller. Now, mind you, I just told you niggas jerked me in Epic. Niggas jerked me, stole my money. I know the game now. Shorty from Epic, they worked there, taught it to me. So now, as soon as I get there, yo, who doing promotion? Who don't promote? Oh, hey, how you doing? We gonna build a rapport here. We gonna build a rapport right here. Yes. You doing marketing? Hey, give me a hug. How you doing? You're right. We gonna build, yo, look, this my crew, this my niggas, this Jim Jones, this Jewels, yo, this my man Freaky Zeke. Boom, 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 yo. We learned the business getting jerked, so we came up there. And I was just trying to be cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, now I'm like trying to fuck with, you know, Jay's up there. I did a song with Bleak and Beanie or whatever. So I see Jay in the studio. Juan had a studio called Baseline. And I go there, and that was like the Rockefeller studio. We go down there and do the song. I'm like, yo, Jay, I did a song, everybody, we need to do a song, from around do a song together. The nigga Jay look at me and go like this. Cool, you never do the song or whatever. You don't do the song. So I'm like, cool. You know, I start popping, I do some more stuff. I ask him, I'm like, yo, Jay, you think we could do a song together? You like, I'm like, all right, bro. So, whatever. So one day, 𝐘𝐔𝐓 come to see me. 𝐘𝐔𝐓, you know, at this time, 𝐘𝐔𝐓 was he's still the drama king, but he was like, all these beefs going on. He was the one playing all the beefs. So this is around the time, I guess, I don't know if it was 𝗟𝗡𝗅 or something else came out. 𝐘𝐔𝐓 played the song, but he would play Jay-Z's song. Anybody who had this record, 𝐘𝐔𝐓 was playing it. So he came to see me at the studio, and when he was walking out, Jay was walking in. And he said, what's up? Jay said, what's up? So Jay come in my session and be like, yo, let me holler at you. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, you should be more careful who you bring to the studio, because what if I would have just slapped the shit out that nigga? And I'm like, what are you beefing with 𝐘𝐔𝐓? I didn't even know y'all niggas had beef. Look, bro, I ain't trying to start no shit up here. I just got here, I don't want no problems. I ain't know y'all beefing. Yeah, he played this record, man. You gotta check who you bring up here. I said, cool, no problem, bro. I didn't know. But 𝐘𝐔𝐓 was right there. Could told him the same shit. But I'm just saying, I respected it. It's all good. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just moving on from this Jay-Z shit, because it's already like tension where it don't really gotta be no tension.
Oh, Jay-Z was mad because 𝐘𝐔𝐓 was playing 𝗟𝗡𝗅. Oh, man. Let me tell you, 𝗟𝗡𝗅, in my opinion, but you know, what do I know? In my opinion, 𝗟𝗡𝗅 was the greatest diss record in history as far as I know, with my little life. But yeah, because I remember when that thing came out. Woo. Nas definitely had him. That's just my opinion. But yeah, we'll keep going.
I don't even know what the fuck the tension's about. So, oh boy, me and Juelz, you know, he come to the studio. Now, mind you, this all time, we on the way to the money. We don't really got no real money yet. There's no real money. Motherfucking Juelz still Just Blaze CD and play it. He like, yo, this beat is crazy. It's frozen. He's like, yo, this beat is crazy. Yada, 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 yada. So I'm like, nah, we can't steal the beat, man. We can't take it. So every day we come to the studio for a week and a half and the same CD is sitting on the motherfucking table. The same CD. And I'm like, he like, yo, we gotta take it. We gotta do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck it. No shit been sitting there for 2 weeks. Nobody doing nothing with it. So we did the old boy song. Then after that, we went back to Ohio. Now, mind you, while all this is going on, I motherfucking took my money that Dame gave me. Dame gave me a little paper for South Rockefeller, wasn't nothing crazy. But I took it and went to Ohio because I went to open up a club out there. Get it? I had a club. So, 𝗵𝗡𝗄𝗡𝗅 again. Before I go to Ohio, I want to tell you what happened. 𝗵𝗡𝗄𝗡𝗅 introduced me to a guy named Milk. And this is on 145th Street and Broadway. He like, yo, Kim, I got IBS and so does he. And he's like, yo, you and him got the same stomach problems. Y'all niggas should get together. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all niggas should fuck around. And I'm like, all right, no, let me know, because we was just vibing off our stomach pain. So when he gave me his number, I seen the 614 area code. And I'm like, yo, you live in Columbus? And he was like, yeah, I'm from the Bronx, but I stay out Columbus. And I'm like, hey, yo, man, I've been hearing some shit about Columbus, yada, 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 yada. Yo, I want to come out there and fuck with you. Because I was going to Chicago at this time anyway. I had a girl I used to mess with out there, and I had a friend out there that I used to just take you know, 2 pounds to him, and he motherfucking flip it and then give me like, you know, $3,000-$4,000 to take care of my shit for the month. And I had a shorty I was fucking with out there. And so Columbus is on the way to Chicago. So I went to Columbus. The nigga Milk, he got a crew of niggas, about 15, 20 niggas. And he was like, yo, you can eat out here, my nigga. You know, the club scene is dope. You know, it's a bunch of different stores we can open. We can get a restaurant. We can do that. I'm like, yeah, bet. You know, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there, and I was like, I'm going to open up a club. So I went out there and opened up a club. I took Jewels with me, and I took Freaky Zeke with me. Jim didn't want to go. Jim wanted to stay in New York. He didn't want to go out there to get to the money. Nothing, you know. And I can't blame him because it wasn't a guarantee, but the shit turned out lovely. The shit turned out to be something crazy, you know what I'm saying? Freaky Zeke fucking ran that motherfucking club like he was fucking Sugar Ray and Harlem Nights, man. You know what I'm saying? Rather, he was quick, I was Sugar Ray. But the way that nigga ran that motherfucking club in Columbus, Ohio, we got rich. So now, it's like, yo, the rap shit is cool, but yo, nigga, fuck that shit now. Now we got rich off the club. So I'm like, fuck this shit. So now I got time to do the diplomat shit. So now I'm on Rockefeller, but I'm forming the diplomat's already formed. So I'm like, yo, we on Everybody mixtape. Back then, it was like Ron G, Doo-Wop, 𝗘𝗎𝗓, a bunch of people, only DJ Clue, shout out to DJ Clue, definitely DJ Clue. Everybody had, DJs only had mixtapes. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, why don't we all do a mixtape? We on Everybody mixtapes. Jewel's on this mixtape, Jim on this mixtape, I'm on this mixtape, boom, 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 boom. So we formed the Diplomat mixtape. We was the first rappers, artists ever to have their own mixtape. Now it's, yo, get my mixtape, here's my mixtape, here's my mixtape. No artist had a mixtape before I did that shit. No artists in the world had their own mixtape. You was always on the DJ mixtape.
Well, guess that's done. That these videos be ending so abruptly, and I'm like, oh, we're done, we're finished, okay. Yeah, interesting. I didn't hear a whole lot about Jim Jones, but it just seemed like, you know, how Cameron and Dipset and all of them got kind of started and on their way and things that they've learned. So, you know, that's all good. You know, being in the business, you definitely learn more from losing than you do from winning, probably. And you know, they had some hits, definitely, but you know, the fact that Jay-Z was a little upset about Ether and upset that K-Slade was playing it. I mean, who could not play Ether? I mean, honestly, who could not play Ether? Like, yeah. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike, and I'm just saying VB told you so. Bye, guys. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. I'm staying right here. Don't worry, we're doing reactions today. Yeah, Cameron, definitely New York, definitely a storyteller. You know, and for those who don't know, he's a rapper. He's part of Dipset. So him, I guess Jim Jones, Jules Santana, they had their time, like their era where they were really just hot. They would, you know, that was it. They were just hot. But talking about going to Chicago, going to Columbus, which is Ohio, and you know what they did over there. So it was pretty interesting to listen to that. You guys know how I feel about Chicago. So I wish I would have found Chicago much earlier, but you know, and I've been to Columbus, and I love Columbus too. Columbus was a great time too. So you know, two cities that had a great time. The only thing that stood out. Yeah, the Jay-Z thing, only thing that stood out. Yeah. One thing Cam like to do is talk and sip his Pepsi, because he had to, you know, make sure he was keep going. But you know, it's the he's just right in there. But I did notice. Now you see, you know, he's talking about all these females in this, and they were all bitches until he got to the one in Chicago was a shorty. So that gives you kind of like pause to think, like, you didn't call all these other chicks bitches, and he called the one in Chicago a shorty, which means that was probably the one he really liked or whatever. So sometimes even in all the slang and the profanity, you can get kind of an idea of where his heart was really at, possibly. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. But, you know. So anyway, he should have kept his stage big dog. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and go on to the next one. Let's see. Let me see. So here has the titles, but they're not in order. So we're playing title roulette. Okay. Yep. All right. Now we're going to title number one. He had respect for all men. Don't forget, he had respect for all men. Yeah. The men don't get called, out their name, but it's part of, just the vernacular, I guess. It's a natural part. It's like the N-word. They use it all the time, and it's just a part of their vernacular, not making excuses, but that's just how some people speak, and it's just like, okay. All right. Like you could just say the female, but But yeah, that one in Chicago, she was a shorty, so I know that much. I know that one in Chicago. My ears like, oh really? That's a shorty. She wasn't a B like everybody else, huh? Okay, all right. So anyway, we're gonna go into the next one, get started. So let's go. I don't know how long this next one is. All right. What's up, YouTube? How you doing? I'm just saying VB, filling in for Mike while he's over in the Philippines. We're going to get into this next video. This could break the Diddy case wide open. So what do we think can break the Diddy case wide open? Let's get into this and see what we're talking about.
Justin Bieber's brutal threat to his accusers goes viral. Now, I don't know if this is going to be something in here, like a clip in here that I've seen before. I don't know, but I'm going to check this out because I said something is definitely going on with Justin. Every since I found out what I found out, and then I watched the breakdown of that Yummy video where they're saying he could possibly be saying you got that young me and not yummy. Believe what you want to believe. We're going to check this out. Appreciate all the love and support with you guys coming over. We ain't going to waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
These are some of the moments Justin Bieber never shared publicly.
Katy Perry.
But what might be the reason? Who are these people?
I seen that.
Diddy or someone we never heard of ever?
Justin Bieber is probably one of the biggest victims of the music industry, to being by Diddy and Usher, to being taken advantage of by those closest to him. But now, Justin is finally standing up and sending a brutal threat to all his... A threat so severe that it could bust the Diddy case right open?
Yo.
So who exactly is in Justin's firing line? The list is a pretty surprising one, even involving Britney Spears, believe it or not. But this dark and scary rabbit hole, filled with unsuspecting twists and turns, starts with Usher and leads all the way to Diddy himself. And there's a whole lot of equally shady characters along the way. Remember how Justin spent 48 hours alone with Diddy?
Right.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
Knowing what we know now, I shudder to think what happened or what the teenage Justin had to be exposed to.
We hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. And he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Oh, apparently not. Everything ain't for everybody.
So the deeper we crawl down this rabbit hole, a clear picture starts to emerge that not only was Usher a victim of Diddy, but Usher also has Justin Bieber's blood on his hands.
When Usher signed and became a quote-unquote mentor to Justin Bieber, why didn't he mentor him against going to Diddy's house? Wouldn't that be a nice thing for your mentor and your friend to do?
I mean, for heaven's sake, there's even strong, and I mean strong evidence to suggest that Usher was in at least one of Diddy's explicit videos, where Usher was allegedly forced to perform very scary and very intimate acts with Diddy. And supposedly, one incident in particular even landed Usher in hospital with severe injuries.
Know it was Usher until Usher's first album came out and he was about 17 years old. I didn't know Usher was the...
So far, besides that Candace Owens clip, I already like knew of the stuff that they have shown. I didn't see that clip from Candace, but everything else, yeah. I'm just hoping there's some more like new stuff in here that I didn't know about.
One that had to be rushed to the hospital.
So yeah, we have to ask the question again. If Usher had full well known what a monster Diddy is, why did he expose Justin Bieber to Diddy? In this video, we're going to answer all of that and a whole lot more. But first, let's dig straight into Justin's brutal threat to all those who abused him. It might seem pretty trivial and inconsequential, but isn't it true what they say, that there is always a calm before the storm? Well, trust me, there is definitely a storm brewing. It looks like our Somebody to Love singer has had enough of the hate and is going off in the most savage way possible. It all began when eagle-eyed fans noticed that Justin started unfollowing a bunch of people on social media, including Usher and several other high-profile folks that are in Justin's closest inner circle.
We know
He
this.
even unfollowed his own father-in-law, Stephen Baldwin, sparking chatter of marriage troubles. And a few hours later, Stephen posted a cryptic message on his Instagram stories, which pretty much can only be about Justin unfollowing him. So if we go by Stephen Baldwin's post, it would seem that Justin is dealing with some serious mental issues or even personal demons, right? And it would make sense. Justin's always been very open about his mental health struggles.
Because I felt like I was dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got.
So it's safe to assume a lot of people will agree with Stephen Baldwin's post. In fact, someone close to Justin recently said this to Life and Style magazine. Justin has a tendency to cut people from his life, which can feel really isolating. But what if everyone is dead wrong? What if Justin's demons are super real and actually, for the first time in his life, Justin has got his head on right and he is crystal clear and is finally standing up for himself? Let me explain why Justin's great Instagram cleanse is so much more than him just randomly unfollowing people, but why it is instead a truly brutal threat to everyone who has and still is abusing him. So to better understand the seriousness of this whole drama, we have to look at the people who Justin has now severed ties with, because there is nothing random about them. Justin didn't just unfollow Usher, he also cut ties with his ex-managers, Scooter Braun and Allison K, and his former swag coach and best man at his wedding, Ryan Good, and even his longtime bodyguard, Kenny Hamilton. Talk about a clean sweep. Now for some context. Scooter Braun first discovered young Justin on YouTube and then took him to his studio in Atlanta to record some demos, and that was when he introduced Justin to Usher, who later became Justin's mentor. So Scooter had been by Justin's side right from the start. And let's not forget Lou Taylor, Justin's former business manager. He's parted ways with her too. Fun fact, Taylor was allegedly involved in Britney Spears' conservatorship drama, which pretty much ruined Britney's career and her life. Rumor has it she was even working with Diddy back then to push the conservatorship forward. Interestingly, more and more people have come out to brand Taylor as a criminal who shouldn't be trusted, and I guess that's why Justin decided to part ways with her for good. In fact, Justin was upset that Taylor squandered his fortune, and he's now considering legal actions against her. Now, instead of Lou Taylor, Justin has hired Johnny Depp's financial advisor. Obviously, Justin is distancing himself from these people because they deeply hurt him, and when you think about it, Usher literally gave Justin up for the worst. Crazy enough, Usher admitted he would never let his children stay with Diddy.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Now listen guys, it's really important to know this one crucial thing. Usher was basically the guy who got Justin signed when he was just a kid, and Usher was already 30 years old at that time.
Here's the beauty. The best pay it forward story of all time. I signed Usher at 14. He brings Justin Bieber to my office. Justin is 14. And I signed Justin also, right?
So let's have no illusions about it. Usher definitely knew right from wrong. So he won't let his own kids anywhere near Diddy, but he was willing to sacrifice his 13-year-old protege, Justin Bieber, to Diddy. If Usher knew how dangerous Diddy was and knew of all his shady activities, why did he send Justin to him? This is the question a lot of us have been asking ourselves. What does Usher know about Diddy? Was he involved in his freak-offs to the extent of being in one of those tapes found in Diddy's mansion? Was he trying to destroy another kid like he was destroyed?
We know that Usher, when he was very young, was handed over to Diddy. He was literally handed over to Diddy to live with him.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing.
There were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
But what if? And I hope you guys are ready for some chills, because this next theory, as cringe and horrible as it may sound, may actually have some truth to it. What if Diddy had deliberately and intentionally groomed Justin Bieber to take part in homosexual activities, just like he had allegedly done with Usher? Before you go saying, there's no way, just hold on a minute, because there's some compelling evidence that just might make it true. First off, remember how Kanye West has been trying to warn us for years and years, but everyone just shot him down as a whack job and ignored him? Now this next clip is from Candace Owen, who by the way is a close friend of Kanye. But just listen to what she has to say about young artists being grouped and initiated and basically being used and abused.
Why is it beginning to feel like everything that Kanye West told us about Hollywood?
It's crazy how they're bleeping out the words but showing them at the same time. If I feel like if Justin Bieber somehow, some way end up testifying or going in that courtroom, that will literally probably bust the case wide. I feel like he is the piece, because of his celebrity, because of his age, where this stuff allegedly happened. It will break the case wide open. Literally.
I'm just going to say I followed this content creator, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞, I think that's his name. Big shout out to him, because he is always just, watching these videos for information, like he says, to get a better understanding of what's going on. And he does a very good job at it. And so I appreciate him for that. This is actually a content creator that I do follow. So, just big shout out to him. And I didn't realize we were going to do one of his videos today. So just want to make sure I give him his props and recognition for being a great content creator. So let's keep going.
It might be true that you have these young, talented people who are essentially being adopted and initiated when they are vulnerable into a very dark and demonic cult.
But Candace didn't stop there. She had even more to say on her dark and scary conversations with Kanye and how he tried to expose the truly sinister side of the industry, like how these victims then themselves scour the industry for underage artists that they too can initiate and manipulate and basically groom. Take a listen.
Why is it beginning to feel like once they age and they're a part of it, they then find someone young and they get them initiated into it? They find the talent and they initiate them into this sort of a cult now.
If the name Rodney Lil Rod Jones sounds familiar to you, then it's for a good reason. He's one of the many Diddy accusers who have filed a lawsuit against him. Amongst other serious claims, such as that Diddy Jones also claims that Diddy tried to groom him to engage in homosexuality. One of the many tactics that Diddy used on Jones, according to Jones' lawsuit documents, was to show him explicit videos of other famous artists involved in homosexual acts. Now, make a mental note of this point, because we are going to circle back to it to answer one very crucial question. Was Usher in any of the Diddy tapes? And sadly, there might be a chance that he was, but we'll get back to that. So anyway, to Jones, Diddy also allegedly told him that he had with Grammy-winning artist Stevie J, who Diddy knew Jones admired.
Be like, yo, you talking about this is somebody you admire? Look what he doing. This Stevie J right here. This is somebody you got high aspirations for, that you want to be like. Look and see what he doing. This is what you should be doing too.
Diddy also told Jones that he had with another specific rapper whose name was redacted from the documents, and with a specific R&B singer whose name was also redacted. But here's where it gets interesting. The court documents did say that this R&B singer performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. And who had done both those things?
Some people know that very clearly the name that was redacted had to have been Usher, because it was Usher who recently performed at the Super Bowl, and it was Usher at the time of this filing who had just had a very successful Vegas residency.
And to answer that burning question, was Usher in any of the Diddy tapes? Well, one witness, a guy called Courtney Burgess, claims to be in possession of explicit tapes featuring Diddy exploiting and victimizing celebrities.
How many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
Did you catch that? Of the 8 celebrity victims featured in Diddy's explicit tapes, 2 were underage males. Now, this is a very, very, very big deal, because as we know now, Usher was allegedly groomed and abused by Diddy, and by the looks of it, Usher sacrificed.
They had said that it possibly And again, this is all allegedly. I'm just repeating what I heard, what was said, but they were saying Justin Bieber, Jaden Smith. I didn't even think of Usher, but yeah. Now it just makes me wonder, just because of his age, like they're saying back in the, oh man. This is 2025, y'all. I'm just hoping something happens, man. We cannot go this full year without nothing happening.
Justin Bieber to also be by Diddy. So could those two underage male celebrities in the video be Usher and Justin?
Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them.
We'll love to hear what you think down in the comments below. Is there any chance that either of those two underage celebs in the tapes could be Usher or Justin? And just keep in mind, these 8 celebs in these tapes, they are just the tip of the iceberg. There are countless more damning tapes just like these. So who knows how many more celebrities and victims were caught on camera? So yeah, do you still think that Justin unfollowing Usher is just a trivial move? Or is the start of something massive? I mean, he's already considering legal action against his former financial manager and has publicly called her out and damned her. So what does he have in store for people like Usher and Diddy? Well, the internet is already on fire with theories. Now, on the other hand, there's a lot of speculation that Justin is simply pulling a public stunt because he's trying to boost his career. They say Justin's planning a music comeback and he needs all the money he can get right now, especially after becoming a father. But yeah, he's got his plans in place for this next leg of his musical journey. So which is it? Is Justin preparing to drop a major bombshell and dish out some very damaging evidence on Usher and Diddy? Or is he just trying to make a safe space around him amidst some personal mental struggles? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to check out our
I don't think this brother is trying to get more money. I mean, I ain't looked at his net worth or nothing like that, but I'm pretty sure his money that he has right now is probably going to outlive him. Look, it's a lot going on with this. That's why I post so many videos, because I just want to see some accountability being, you know what I mean? Like, somebody has to pay. Like, I know Diddy's in jail, but I do not feel like he's the only one involved. I do think it's bigger than Diddy, but I'm just saying, like, just knowing that a lot of these celebs allegedly know what took place. They say in order to make it, these are things you got to do. So it's a lot of people who are sitting with this, who are sitting with it. They know what happened. They know what took place. And they're just sitting there, enjoying all the fame and fortune. Comment below what y'all think, man. Something has to happen, though. It's like you feel bad for Justin because he was so young, and you know the parents, like the mother, like allowed this. You have to allow your kid to participate, you know, or get involved in the industry, as we saw on that Quiet on the Set show. How, I mean, these are kids. So, hey, appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.
And I will go ahead and mimic everything that Jamal said. Like, I don't think that it's for money. I feel like, especially at this point, Justin Bieber, if he wanted to come out with a new album, he don't have to do much. Everybody's going to see Justin Bieber just because of everything that's going around, if they weren't already a Justin Bieber fan before. Like, so I don't think that that's what it is. I don't think that he's doing it for a new album. I don't think he'll have any trouble at all putting out a new album and getting people followed. He's probably the one person right now left in the entertainment industry that people will probably flock to because, you know, they're so focused on what everyone else has been doing. But I feel like, you know, Justin has kind of been the, you know, he's been the steady victim in everyone's minds, and I don't think he would have any issue promoting an album. So I don't think it's that. And you know, I pray for him, his family. You know, if he was part of, you know, being the victim the way they say he was, I mean, this is extreme trauma, and he's reliving it again in the public sphere with everybody's opinions and everybody's everything. So I just pray that, you know, he's able to work through it, get to a healthy place in his life, and get to some sort of peace, some sort of semblance of peace for himself and for his family, because it's a lot. These are people's real lives. We forget these are people's real lives. And imagine if this was your real life and everybody's looking, you know, it's very difficult, you know, to live your life out loud and not be able to have your private moments to yourself and even your private traumas to yourself. Like, so, you know, I feel like people should remember that. You know, I know a lot of people care, but even in caring, sometimes, you know, we forget this is real life. This is not just entertainment. This is not just a television or a movie. This is real life. These are real people. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, but y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike, and I'm just saying VB told you so. Bye, guys. All right, let's see. We got 2 more videos, guys. 2 more videos. I appreciate you guys sticking it out with me over here. Side chat. I saw Cassandra's message. She said her son is sitting up and talking to her, which is, I told you, we prayed for a Natanya-sized miracle, and you know, God definitely can deliver all miracles. So I'm glad to hear that from Cassandra. I'm glad your son is sitting up and speaking to you, because we know it could have been so much worse. So we're just glad for that, and I'm going to relay that message to Maggie so that she can send it over to Natanya, let Natanya know that your son is doing okay. So and we're just going to continue to pray for him that, you know, he gets strong and you know, be able to get back to life and appreciating life for what it is. You know, and later on today, we will definitely get the details from you at the 5 o'clock. If you come in and if you want to share, we can definitely get those details from you later on. So let's go ahead and get these other 2. These other 2 done. And then we can take a break to hear. All right, we got up early this morning to hear it told me. It's like, we need videos. Can you do them? I'm like, yeah, I can do them. I was like, I can do them in 15 minutes. He was like, you don't have to move that fast. I'm like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. Might as well get them done. Okay, no problem, Cassandra. You know, we love you. We care about what's going on. And you know, that's what family does. We support each other and love each other. So I'm glad that we could, you know, do something to help you get there. So, all right, next one. Okay. I think her name is Sukiana. I think that I've heard somebody say it. I don't know. I'm assuming it says Sukiana, but now Steph is complaining. I'm not complaining. I love Tia. Tia is the best in the world. Let me tell you. You will never get me to say, yes, hashtag dad. Exactly. He's the best in the world. Dad said, you know, get up. It's time to go to work. I said, all right, Dad, okay. I was like, I'll be ready in 15 minutes. He's like, you don't have to be ready that quick. I was like, I got nothing to do, Dad. I'm coming. All right, let me just get out the bed. But it's all good. It's all good. Tahir keeps me You know, he tells me when it's time to go rest. You got to get off, time to go rest. I'm like, all right, guys, I got to go. Dad said, I got to go to bed. So go to bed. Dad said, I got to eat, got to go make me some food. So it's good to have somebody in your corner that reminds you of things, because I just keep going until I fall asleep on the phone, like I did with Murph the other night. Just fell asleep. It was like, Steph, are you sleeping? Yes, I was asleep. All right, so let's get into this next one. Welcome everyone that came in. Like I said, we're doing reactions right now for the other channels. And so when we do reactions, I don't engage as much with the side chat, but you guys side chat are more than welcome to engage with each other, chit chat it up. Anybody that new that comes in, just let them know I'm not ignoring you guys. I am just doing reactions. So I try not to do a lot of talking during our reactions to the side chat, just so we can place the videos. Hello, Barbara J. How are you? So we're going to get into the next video, and we're going to do the intro. No, I'm not live on my channel. No, this is just, this is not an official live. It's a reaction live. So we do it live so I can play the videos. But this is actually from Mike's other channel. So no, I'm not going live on my channel. I'll be live tonight at 5 on my channel, and I will have an announcement for everyone as well, because pretty exciting, but I'll share it with you guys at 5. All right, let's get back into this. Hey Joan, how you doing? all right. What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? I'm just saying VB here, filling in for Mike while he's in the Philippines, and we have our next video coming up. Ray J goes off on Sukiana for leaking his gay tape, exposes his DL lifestyle. Okay, I don't
Hollywood
know.
is shaking again, and this time it's Ray J caught in the middle of some seriously messy drama. Sukihana, known for stirring the pot, is allegedly putting Ray J on blast for being on the DL, and if that wasn't enough, she's claiming to have a tape that could blow his whole spot up. You know Ray J's history with tapes, so this? Oh, it's about to get real messy. Ray J can't seem to stay out of the headlines, and this time it's not about his business ventures or music. Sukihana is out here spilling the tea, claiming that she has receipts, allegedly a tape showing Ray J getting cozy with trans men. Now, if you've been following Ray J's career, you know this isn't his first run-in with tape scandals. We all remember the Kim Kardashian tape that basically launched the Kardashian empire and permanently tied Ray J's name to scandal.
How did you as a family, but Sonia, really you as the mother, feel about the Kim Kardashian Ray J tape? Because I haven't seen you since then, so I know this is old business. Okay.
But this time, Sukihana's claims could rewrite the narrative completely. If the tape exists and it leaks, it's bound to...
I'm just gonna say, did you see Brandy's body language in that video? Like everybody else kind of sit together, she's got her legs crossed and the other way. I could be reading too much into it, but I just noticed her body language. She's sitting on the couch. She didn't seem like she was like with the rest of the family, so that's very interesting.
To shift public perception of Ray J and add a whole new layer of drama to his already complicated legacy. Suki didn't hold back at all when she allegedly exposed this information, making it clear that she wasn't afraid to speak on Ray J's private life. She's been known for her bold, unfiltered persona, and this latest saga only adds to her reputation. According to the rumors, Sukihana says the tape is proof of Ray J's down-low lifestyle. And here's the thing. Ray J hasn't exactly been quiet about shutting down rumors or firing back at anyone who dares to come for him. But this might be a whole different battle for him. If there's even a shred of truth to Sukihana's claims, it could explain why Ray J reportedly went off after hearing what she had to say.
And then she started getting booked by a lot of rappers, and she was getting money here and there. And then she was on Love and Hip Hop, and she was making money. And so they wouldn't give her own show. So she decided to go to Zeus.
When Ray J first started messing with Sukihana, everyone knew it was only a matter of time before things got messy. The way their relationship allegedly started had red flags all over it. It was right after Princess Love filed for divorce from Ray J, and instead of taking time to focus on himself, Ray J was already caught up in drama. Around that time, he claimed he was all about his work. But behind the scenes, word started flying that he and Sukiana were actually hooking up. Now, you would think Princess Love, being the one who filed for divorce, would have been unbothered by Ray J moving on. But oh no, sis was not here for it. Instead of turning a blind eye, she started going back and forth with Sukiana online. And just a few days ago, Princess escalated things even more by posting Ray J's alleged messages with Sukiana. If that wasn't messy enough, she also dropped a photo showing Ray J with what she claimed was one of Sukihana's pee juice stains on his shirt. It was giving chaotic, y'all. Princess was out here dragging herself into the drama, and honestly, it looked like she was embarrassing herself more than anyone else. But just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, the situation took another turn. Fast forward to a few days later, and this whole situation exploded into an entirely new level of chaos. This time, it wasn't just between Ray J and Sukihana. Sukihana's man, Snoop, jumped into the mix, making it a three-way drama fest. Word on the street is that Snoop wasn't too happy about the way Sukihana and Ray J were being talked about. And while Sukihana is known for holding her own, it seems like her man felt the need to step in and defend her. Allegedly, Snoop and Ray J had some heated words exchanged privately, but when things spilled onto social media, it became a public spectacle. Ray J, being Ray J, didn't back down either. He's always been the type to clap back, so this just turned into a messy back and forth between all parties involved, and let's not forget, Ray J thrives on this kind of attention, good or bad. Things escalated when Sukihana's man Snoop decided to turn this drama into a full-blown spectacle. He started posting pictures and videos of himself wearing Ray J's chain, making it very clear that he had snatched the chain and Ray J couldn't do anything about it.
Okay, so is Sukihana one of the city girls? I don't know who she is. I've heard the name, but I don't know who she is. And there's another Snoop. Okay. I guess I'm too old for this. Yeah, that's nasty. Like, yeah. Somebody's intimate juices on somebody's shirt. And Ray J, ain't you 40 something years old? How old are these other people? See, when stuff just doesn't make sense to me, I gotta start asking for it, ID at the door. So how old are these people? Because I know Ray J's got to be in his 40s somewhere. Maybe early 40s, I would think. But the rest of these, how old are we? Because I'm concerned, used to Ray J doing his little antics, but I am concerned with the behavior of some of these people. Like, it's just, I mean, maybe they do it because that's what sells and that's what people are into. I mean, are you guys into stuff like this? Is this what entertains you guys? Just let me know in the comments. I don't know.
The trolling was next level, and it seemed like Snoop was enjoying every minute of it.
So it looks like Sukihana's boyfriend Snoop has a chain. Now, this chain is a chain, Tronics chain, that I guess Ray J gave to Sukihana, and now her boyfriend Snoop is wearing it.
From what people are piecing together, it looks like Snoop and Sukihana got into it behind the scenes, and Snoop decided to take his frustrations out on Ray J by pressing him publicly. He didn't just stop at wearing the chain, he posted a video with the caption, "Now you want to say Suki name P. I got your chain, come get it." As if that wasn't enough, Snoop made another post where he was flaunting the chain and captioned it, "Yeah, I'm rocking this tonight." But the real jaw dropper was when Snoop posted screenshots of his alleged text messages with Ray J. And let me tell you, those messages were wild. In the messages, Ray J was talking about how his D supposedly tastes, as if he and Snoop had gotten freaky before. The text made it seem like Ray J was trying to remind Snoop how good he supposedly was, and people were absolutely shook. It was messy, to say the least, and it didn't take long for social media to start dragging Ray J. To make matters worse, the text also showed Ray J allegedly threatening to send the cops to Snoop to get his chain back. But Snoop wasn't fazed. He kept trolling, posting a reply that said, "Don't care, send them, here come the popo, they can't save you." Ray J's response? He told Snoop to stand by, and even referred to himself as Detective LOL. People online were clowning him hard, saying Ray J was giving major PIMP energy in those texts. And honestly, the whole situation just made things look worse for Ray J, especially with the way Snoop kept trolling him.
Shit, Snoop. They ain't know to talk about, man. Nigga, you feel me? You don't know how to keep it peace. You like to kept going. Put a chain up, bro. Show me what that shit look like.
As soon as these posts hit the internet, people were quick to react. Social media exploded with memes and comments, calling Ray J out for the alleged texts and his overall behavior in the situation. Some were even joking that this is just another chapter in Ray J's long history of chaotic drama. From the trolling over the chain to the wild accusations and text screenshots, this saga is spiraling out of control. And honestly, with the way things are going, it's hard to see how Ray J bounces back from this one. After all the trolling and drama, Ray J wasn't about to let things slide. He jumped on Instagram and went all the way in, threatening to expose Sukihana and her man Snoop during his next Twitch stream. In his video, Ray J made it clear that he was trying to keep 2025 peaceful and drama-free, but Suki and Snoop had officially pushed him to his breaking point.
Yo, I woke up so creative today because people trying to mess with me. They trying to like ruin my happiness, but they can't. Come to my Twitch. We got a lot to talk about today and we got a lot to show.
To make things even pettier, he added a caption to the video saying, "Suki and her boyfriend Snoop got me effed up. I'm petty today." 2025 was supposed to be a positive year, but things have changed now. Ray J was clearly ready to air out all the tea, and his energy was giving, if I'm going down, we're all going down together.
Ray J had also posted, Suki boyfriend want to wear my chain and be me for the night with his girl. I can't be in two places at one time, bro. Enjoy. Respectfully, I'm on Twitch now. Let's talk about it.
But y'all know Sukihana wasn't about to let Ray J have the last word. She took to her own Instagram and hit back harder, showing why she's the queen of petty herself. In a post that had everyone screaming, she uploaded a video of herself working out with her cheeks on full display, captioning it, "He paying $4K for this thong and requested that I make them extra stink." If that wasn't humiliating enough for Ray J, Suki doubled down by posting a photo of him sniffing the air with all his soul, looking like he was in pure bliss.
This what y'all like? This what y'all like? This what y'all like? Y'all like females like this? I'm just asking. I'm not judging. I'm just asking the generation that whoever this generation is, this what y'all like? This is it right here? Them the females? Hey, you want extra stink on it? I'm just saying. Y'all want females with underwear stink? Generation, whatever generation this is, I don't know. Y'all want stinky underwear generation, stinky thongs? That's what's sexy for y'all right now. Y'all let me know, because I have no idea. I'm just asking. If y'all like stinky thong generation, I mean, if that's what's sexy for y'all, y'all let me know. I'm not trying to judge anybody's kink. I'm just trying to understand this generation right now of whoever follows this. And I want to hear just from the, like, is that's just tell me, it's okay. I mean, yeah, let me just keep going. Cause
Caption, "He love a good old fart on his face. This the time he smelled my pee, so guess who might be the one buying these panties extra stank and trying to make my man leave me?" At this point, the feud between Ray J, Suki, and Snoop has reached a level of chaos that only they could pull off. And with Ray J threatening to go live and spill more tea, things are only about to get messier. Apparently, Ray J's drama with Sukihana and Snoop isn't the only thing making headlines. Word on the street is that Ray J allegedly has a secret obsession with trans women. And here's the kicker. This whole situation ties back to his new TV show, The Gsquirrels Club. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'd know that Ray J has been hyping up this show, which features a cast of trans women. But according to whispers online, the show isn't just about entertainment. Allegedly, Ray J has been spending some after-hours time with these women, and let's just say it's giving demon time vibes.
AAKOSHA, you know the biggest mama. I'm out here doing my thing. I've been pretty much booked everywhere. I got this city back up. I got this right.
But that's not even the wildest part. Fans have noticed that the trans women on Ray J's show have been styled to look a lot like Kim Kardashian. From the curvy bodies to the glam makeup, it's almost like Ray J is reliving his Kim K era through these lookalikes. And let's not act surprised here. We all know Ray J and Kim's history. Their infamous tape was practically his claim to fame. Ever since then, it seems like Ray J hasn't been able to fully let go of that chapter of his life. Now, by allegedly making these women dress like Kim, he's keeping that fantasy alive in his own twisted way.
My Mary J.
The The streets are saying that Ray J allegedly has all these trans women in his house acting wild, and that he's been getting way too cozy with them. There are even claims that some of their numbers are saved in his phone under the Girls Club, which he uses as a cover to keep in touch for work. And if that's not enough, rumors are swirling that Ray J allegedly sent one of these women to the candy show with him, dressed head to toe in Kim Kardashian vibes. People couldn't help but notice the similarities, which only fueled speculation about Ray J's lingering obsession with his ex. It's giving desperate, honestly. Instead of moving on and focusing on his life, it seems like Ray J is trying to recreate his past by surrounding himself with Kim K lookalikes. But using trans women to fill that void, that's a whole different level of messy, especially when the industry is already calling out problematic behavior like this.
When you meet Kim, who at the time is...
You said Cam?
Kim.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it, okay.
Who's Brandy's stylist, correct?
At this point, Ray J's antics are so over the top that people are questioning if the Girls Club is even about the cast or just another one of his wild ego trips. Whatever the case, it's clear that Ray J can't seem to stay out of the spotlight or the drama. Now let's dive deeper into this Danielle situation. So, Ray J reportedly flew this trans woman, Danielle, all the way from the UK to join the Girls Club. Why? Allegedly. Because he found her attractive and wanted her to be on the show as soon as possible.
Well, first off, just because I've been so involved with the community, we've been doing not only TV shows, but we just been vibing and we've been spending a lot of time.
And y'all, this wasn't just a casual casting call. During a conversation on The Candace Show, Ray J made some questionable comments about Danielle's gender identity. When asked about the differences between Danielle and a cisgender woman, Ray J stumbled through his answer claiming, "There's really no difference outside of biology." The whole exchange had people side-eyeing him, wondering if his interest in Danielle went beyond just business.
Danielle's here, like she...
I mean, if that's what Ray J is into, they are all grown people, so they can be into whatever they want to be into. I'm still on the fart in the face or something, and yeah, I'm still back there. I didn't realize they had a reality show for trans women. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, let me just play this.
He's one of our stars on the new show, The Girls Club, on the Tronix Network, and we're going all in on this show, and I just felt like it was perfect timing. I was like, please hit me back.
With all this drama spilling out, the streets can't help but speculate. Could Princess Love's decision to finally walk away from Ray J be tied to these alleged relationships? Let's not forget that Princess has filed for divorce multiple times in the past, but for some reason, this time feels different. She's standing firm, and it's clear she's not playing games.
We have to talk about the big news that dropped yesterday. You filed for divorce from Princess. First of all, how are you feeling? What are your thoughts today?
I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately, so I literally kind of just went to sleep.
The Kardashians have been able to do it. You look at Kim, who's a billionaire. You look at the younger sister, Kylie. She's
love what Kylie's doing. Amazing.
Close to a billionaire, if not a billionaire. All the family.
For sure, B.
And if we rewind a bit, remember those screenshots that Suki's man Snoop posted? The ones where Ray J was out here talking about how his D tastes? Sure, he could have been referring to Suki, but some fans think he might have been hinting at something else. No straight man casually talks like that, at least that's what people are saying. Adding fuel to the fire, there's been chatter that Princess may have discovered Ray J was allegedly involved with men. While these are just rumors, they've got everyone buzzing, especially since Princess has dealt with Ray J's antics for years. She's tried to make it work countless times, but this time, it looks like she's done for good, and can you blame her? From flying Danielle out to his questionable messages and his role in the Girls Club, Ray J's actions are raising a lot of eyebrows, and honestly, people are starting to connect the dots, questioning if Princess finally had enough because she found out about the alleged truth behind his behavior. With Sukihana exposing Ray J's alleged down-low lifestyle, Snoop snatching his chain, and Princess Love finally walking away for good, do you think Ray J's secrets are finally catching up with him? Is this just messy drama, or could there really be more to these wild claims? And let's not forget the Girls Club. Is that just a show, or is Ray J using it to live out some deeper fantasies? Let me know what you think in the comments below, because I know y'all have thoughts on this one. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe for more juicy updates, and check out the next video for even more Hollywood secrets that'll leave you shook.
Yeah, let's get out of that. Well, I don't even know where to go with this. This is outside of my wheelhouse on every level. yeah, for the generation that this is for, is this your thing? Like, I mean, I know Ray J's got to be close to his 40s, like, you know, either like around 40, 41, because I know he's not that much younger than I am. But as for these other ones, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, coming up, we had our own people that we followed and we liked and this and that. I mean, Wendy Williams was someone that we followed and we liked. And, you know, I just don't ever remember anybody saying that they was going to put stink on they underwear or they thongs, and that somebody's fart was something, and somebody's intimate juice was on some. I don't remember that kind of conversation. I mean, I'm trying, like, let me go back to Little Kim, and she said some wild stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I would have to go back. You know, but we didn't have social media like this. You know, it's just magazines and TV and videos to be, you know, clear. So there wasn't, you know, people weren't sending text messages and posting them all online either. So, you know, if Lil Kim ever did say something like this, I think I would remember it. But then again, you know, it was very limited interaction with that. And yeah, that y'all tell me, y'all the generation, y'all tell me this is cool, this is not cool, this is sexy, this is not sexy. We love it, we don't love it. I mean, I honestly want to know what you guys think about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave this to y'all, because this is not in my wheelhouse. So y'all tell me what this means to y'all. And I'm gonna get on out of here. So y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike, and I'm just saying VB told you so. Bye, guys. Tahir, what the fuck was that? Honestly, Tahir, really, Tahir? You just threw me that way. I have no idea who these people are, Tahir. Like, no clue. You did that on purpose, Tahir, because you know. I was like, what the is going on right now? You're not right. You're not right. You're not right, Tahir. You're not right. You're not right. You did that one on purpose. You know that one was going to get me, Tahir. You knew that one was going to get me. I was not prepared for that at all. But, yeah. I was not prepared for that, Tahir. You knew I wasn't prepared. You just threw it in there like all willy-nilly, like, oh, it's not, you know, whatever. And I'm thinking it was going to be, what the hell was the title? Ray J goes off on Sukiana for leaking his gay tape, exposes his DL lifestyle. Yeah, I was not ready for Sukiana's underwear to be stinking on nobody's face, Tahir. You're not prepared. Yes, I clearly was not prepared. I clearly was not, Tahir. Clearly, like I gotta give that back to the culture and the generation that belongs to, because I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never seen nobody walk around say they want their pussy to stink on their underwear. Never ever in my life have I heard that. Are you crazy? Man, oh Lord, honey, we going on to the next one. I appreciate you guys for being here hanging out with us, as Tahir sets me up for the okie doke on these damn reactions. He got my mouth wide open. I bet you thought I was frozen, didn't you? No, I just couldn't close my mouth. Wasn't even frozen. Looked like I was frozen. Dad did a funny, right? Like, exactly. You know, God, got the Kardashians looking like little angels, the way people talking. Good Lord. All right, we're going to the last one. Appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with us. Let's get it done. I don't know who these people are either. Lord have mercy. Here we go. All right. What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? I'm just saying VB here, filling in for Uncle Mike while he's over in the Philippines. We're going to get into this next video. Mercedes files for divorce after DNA test proves Yandy's lies. Okay, let's get in here and see what they are talking about.
Hi, Yandy. This is my husband. Don't touch me. Tell your husband don't touch me. Wait, let me. I know baby. No, baby. I know it's not the case. No, I knew him since I was young. I knew him since I was young. Don't touch me, nigga. Don't talk to my husband like that. What are you doing? Don't talk to my husband like that. Give me a hug.
Listen, why you had to jump, you Flip? I just want to talk to Yandy. See, you doing this again. Come on, Flip. I want to Flip. You're playing with the hands and you yelling. Come on.
Why you had them jump?
I didn't have nobody jump you.
So why didn't touch me for?
You touched me. You smacked my hand.
All right, so what, man? I give you a hug.
Come on, Flip.
No.
Come on. See, stop.
Flip.
Don't
touch me. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. You trying to jump me again?
It was the bombshell no one saw coming. In a shocking turn of events, Mendeecees Harris has filed for divorce after a DNA test reveals something that could shatter everything we thought we knew about his marriage to Yandy Smith Harris.
Yo, what's really good? What's really hood? Welcome to the 𝗗𝗎 Show. Welcome to the 𝗗𝗎 Show. It's your boy Jay. I got a quick question for y'all, fam. Yo, did Mendeecees allegedly beat up Jim Jones back in the days in Harlem? Did Mendeecees allegedly beat up Jim Jones in Harlem back in the days? Give me y'all perspective, man.
Okay, so Love and Hip Hop is still going on. I don't know. I know who Yandy is. I've heard her name before. I don't know nobody else. I'm just going to put that out there right now. But I have not seen Love and Hip Hop since Chrissy was on there. I think that's her name. Jim Jones' girl, wife, whatever. I don't know what their title is now, but I haven't seen Love and Hip Hop since then. So I don't know how many years ago that was, but yeah, I do remember Yandy's name. So clearly she's moved forward with this. But I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna continue to watch.
Keep it $150. Tell me how y'all feel about that. One.
The drama exploded on social media when Mendeecees dropped the bombshell that the results of a DNA test have proven that Yandy's been hiding the truth about their family for years. Fans are absolutely reeling, questioning everything they thought they knew about the couple. Was Yandy hiding a massive secret? And what does this mean for their future? Emotions ran high as Mendeecees confronted Yandy in a heated exchange, leaving us all wondering, is this the end of one of reality TV's most iconic couples? Stay tuned as we unravel this jaw-dropping scandal step by step. Mendeecees could hardly believe his eyes as he stared down at the DNA test results. His fingers...
Wait, I'm sorry. His name is Mendeecees. I said Mercedes. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Mendeecees. My bad. That's clearly I didn't know, and nobody corrected me over here on the side chat, but okay. Mendeecees. Sorry, I thought it said Mercedes. I need to slow down and read. Yes, it does say Mendeecees. Okay. I probably still would have said Mercedes because it looked close to Mercedes, but Mendeecees. Sorry. Got the name wrong.
Trembled, clutching the paper as the words on it danced before his eyes. He didn't want to believe it, but the cold, hard truth was staring him right in the face. The child Yandy had been claiming was not his at all. How could this happen? How could Yandy, the woman he trusted with his heart, the woman who stood by him through thick and thin, betray him in this way? The room felt like it was closing in on him as the weight of the revelation sank in. The child, their child he thought wasn't even his. His mind raced, flashing back to all the moments he had spent with the little one, the late night feedings, the birthday parties, the family vacations. How many times had he looked into those innocent eyes and told himself he was doing the right thing by sticking by Yandy's side? He was shattered. He could hardly breathe. Without a moment's hesitation, Mendeecees stormed out of the house and into this car, his mind set on one thing, confronting Yandy. He couldn't wait any longer. He had to know why. Why had she done this? Why had she lied to him? As he drove, the anger started to build. It wasn't just about the child, it was about everything. The lies, the deception, the years of trust that had just been shattered in an instant. He didn't even know how he was going to face Yandy when he saw her. He couldn't imagine what kind of explanation could make sense of this. When he arrived at the house, the door was already open. Yandy was inside, her back turned as she prepared dinner, unaware of the storm that was about to hit. Mendeecees stood in the doorway for a moment, taking a deep breath before walking inside. The tension was palpable, and he could barely keep his emotions in check. "Yandy," he called out, his voice steady but with an edge of anger creeping through. She turned to face him, her expression softening as she smiled. But that smile quickly faded when she saw the look on his face. "Mendeecees, baby, what's wrong?" she asked, stepping toward him with concern in her eyes. "I need answers, Yandy," he said coldly, holding up the DNA test results in front of her face. His hand shook as he thrust the paper toward her, his eyes burning with anger. "Explain this." Yandy's face went pale. Her smile faltered, replaced by a look of panic that she tried to hide but couldn't. She swallowed hard, taking a step back. "Mendeecees, I don't know what you're talking about." "You don't know what I'm talking about," he repeated, his voice rising. "This test says the child isn't mine. All these years you've lied to me. You've lied to all of us. How long has this been going on, Yandy? How long have you been keeping this secret from me?" Yandy opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. The weight of the accusation was too much to bear. Her mind raced, but she couldn't find the right thing to say. She hadn't expected Mendeecees to find out like this, and she certainly hadn't prepared for the rage in his voice. "I didn't lie, Mendeecees," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "It's complicated." "Complicated?" Mendeecees nearly shouted. "You think telling me the truth was complicated? Or is it the lies you've been feeding me that are complicated?" Yandy felt her heart drop. She knew she couldn't lie her way out of this, but the truth, the whole truth, was something she wasn't sure she was ready to face. The guilt was eating her alive, but she had to say something. Anything. "It's not like you think," she said, her voice weak. I didn't mean for it to get this far." "Didn't mean for it to get this far." Mendeecees exploded. "You've been lying to me about my own child, Yandy. I've been there for him like he's my flesh and blood, and all this time, I've been a fool." Yandy's eyes welled up with tears. She didn't know what to say. She had always prided herself on being the strong one, the one who kept everything together, but now everything was falling apart. She opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. Instead, she just stood there, frozen, as Mendeecees turned away from her, pacing in frustration. "This is ridiculous, Yandy."
I will say the ultimate betrayal for a man from a woman is to lie about the child that you say is theirs and it's not. That's one of the ultimate betrayals, I will say. But big shout out to the men who still decide to stay in these children's lives because they've already been in their lives and they care more about the child than the mother that has lied to them, because that's a hard situation. That's a really hard situation, and not all men would do that, and they have the right not to. That's not their child. They've been deceived or whatever. But big shout out to the ones that do, and still, take care of that child as their own. So that's a hard situation.
"I don't know what to believe anymore. I've stood by you through thick and thin, and this is how you repay me." He could hardly look at her anymore. "You've broken me." Tears streamed down Yandy's face as she tried to speak. "Mendeecees, please, I didn't know how to tell you. It wasn't like this in the beginning. I was trying to protect our family." "Protect our family?" Mendeecees cut her off, turning back around to face her. "By lying to me? By lying to our son? How could you think that was protecting anyone? Do you realize what this is doing to me? To us?" Yandy choked back a sob, her chest tightening as she tried to explain herself. But nothing she said could undo the damage that had already been done. She had kept a secret, a massive secret, for so long. And now it was all coming to light. Mendeecees was hurt, betrayed, and she could see it in his eyes. He wasn't going to let this slide. This isn't just about the test, Yandy. Mendeecees continued, his voice dark with emotion. It's about trust. Everything we've built, everything we've gone through together, it all feels like a lie now. How do I know what's real anymore? Yandy stood there, helpless, her hands shaking at her sides. She had no answer. She couldn't fix this. She could only wait for Mendeecees to decide what came next. The silence between them felt suffocating, and the air was thick with the weight of their broken bond. Do you even love me? Mendeecees asked softly, almost too softly, but the pain in his voice was undeniable. Yandy could barely breathe. This was the moment she had feared most. The moment when all her secrets came crashing down. She opened her mouth to speak, but the words wouldn't come. How could she answer that? How could she make him understand? As the silence stretched on, Mendeecees turned away from her again, his voice hardening with each step he took. I can't do this anymore, Yandy. I can't keep pretending like everything is okay when it's not. I need space. I need time to think. And with that, Mendeecees walked out of the door, leaving Yandy standing in the wreckage of everything they once had. The weight of his departure crushed her, and she knew, deep down, that their lives would never be the same again. The days following Mendeecees' explosive departure were filled with nothing but chaos and confusion. Yandy was left alone in the empty house, her heart in turmoil, struggling to find any semblance of normalcy in a world that had just been turned upside down. She had never imagined that something like this could happen, not after all they had been through together. But now, with Mendeecees gone and the truth out in the open, she had no idea how to fix what was broken. Her phone buzzed constantly with messages from friends, family, and fans, all demanding answers. Everyone had their own opinion, their own theory about what had really happened. Some supported Mendeecees, claiming he was right to be angry and walk away. Others, loyal to Yandy, tried to comfort her, telling her that the truth would eventually come out and everything would be okay. But Yandy knew that the damage had already been done. There was no turning back. The moment Mendeecees left, he didn't just walk out of their home, he walked out of her life. She could feel the distance growing between them with every passing hour. He wasn't returning her calls. He wasn't responding to her texts. Yandy was losing him, and she didn't know how to stop it. The reality of the situation hit her hardest when she spoke to her mother, who had always been a steady presence in her life. Mrs. Smith was furious, her voice trembling with disbelief when Yandy told her about the DNA test results. How could you let it get this far, Yandy? Her mother demanded, pacing back and forth in the living room of Yandy's house. You lied to him, and now you've ruined everything. Do you even realize what you've done? I didn't mean for this to happen, Mom. Yandy pleaded, tears streaming down her face. I never wanted to hurt him, but it wasn't like that in the beginning. I didn't know how to tell him the truth. Her mother's eyes narrowed. And now look where we are. You've destroyed your marriage, and you've destroyed your family. You need to fix this, Yandy, and you need to do it fast. Yandy felt the pressure mounting. It wasn't just about her relationship with Mendeecees anymore. It was about everything they had worked for, their family, their future. But how could she fix something so broken? How could she undo the years of lies and betrayal that had built up over time? Meanwhile, Mendeecees was dealing with his own fallout. Friends, family, and fans were all rallying behind him, supporting him through the most painful chapter of his life. He had always been seen as the calm and collected one, the rock of the family, but now he was showing his raw, unfiltered emotions. He didn't know who to trust anymore. He didn't know what was real. One afternoon, Mendeecees met up with his brother, who had been his confidant through so many ups and downs. They sat in silence for a few moments, neither of them knowing exactly how to start the conversation. Finally, Mendeecees broke the silence. I never thought I'd be here, bro, he said, his voice low and filled with hurt. I thought I had it all. The family, the love, everything I wanted. And now, it's all a lie. His brother, sensing the depth, placed a hand on his shoulder. You don't have to explain yourself, man. We're here for you, whenever you need. I don't even know what I need anymore. Mendeecees confessed, his voice cracking with emotion. Yandy, she lied to me. I gave her everything, and she did this to me. I don't know how to look at her the same way anymore. Have you talked to her? His brother asked gently. No, Mendeecees replied bitterly. What's there to talk about? She lied, and now I'm supposed to just forgive her. I can't even wrap my head around it. I've been trying to process it, but it's eating me alive. The weight of the situation was too much for Mendeecees to handle. Every time he thought about the future, he saw nothing but a broken family and unanswered questions. Was this truly the end? Could they come back from this? Across town, Yandy was trying to make sense of her own emotions. She had never felt so alone, so lost. But one of her close friends, a confidant who had always been there for her, called to check in. Yandy, girl, what are you going to do? This whole situation has gone too far. You can't keep pretending like everything is okay when it's clearly not. I don't know what to do anymore, Yandy admitted, her voice shaking. I tried to fix it. I tried to make everything right, but I think it's too late. Mendeecees won't even talk to me. He's done with me. Her friend was silent for a moment before responding. This isn't just about you and Mendeecees anymore, Yandy. This is about the truth. It's about what's right. You need to own up to your actions, no matter how hard it is. Yandy knew her friend was right, but the truth was harder to face than anything else. She had tried to protect Mendeecees, to shield him from the past, but in the process, she had created a lie that had spiraled out of control. There was no undoing it now. The damage had been done, and the consequences were far-reaching. As the days passed, Yandy and Mendeecees' worlds continued to spiral in different directions. Mendeecees leaned on his friends and family for support, while Yandy clung to the hope that somehow, someway, she could fix the unfixable. But as the drama unfolded, the stakes grew higher. Mendeecees wasn't just dealing with the betrayal of his wife. He was dealing with the very foundation of his family being questioned. The entire public was watching, waiting to see what would happen next. Fans were divided, with some blaming Mendeecees for walking away and others defending his right to stand up for the truth. And while the world speculated about what would come of this explosive situation, one thing was clear: the drama was far from over. As the days dragged on, the tension between Mendeecees and Yandy only deepened. What had started as a shocking revelation was now a full-blown public spectacle, with fans and the media closely following every move. Social media was ablaze with comments, memes, and theories about what would happen next. Mendeecees' every post was analyzed, and Yandy's every appearance was scrutinized. It seemed like no one could escape the fallout of the DNA test drama. Mendeecees, however, was adamant that he needed space to think. He had pulled away from Yandy, from the media, from the world. He was trying to find clarity in the midst of the storm. But the questions kept haunting him. Could he ever trust Yandy again? Was it possible to rebuild what had been destroyed? The love they once shared seemed like a distant memory, overshadowed by the lies that had fractured their relationship. Meanwhile, Yandy wasn't giving up. Despite Mendeecees' distance, she was desperate to make amends. She knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy, but she couldn't sit idly by and let her marriage slip away. She reached out to Mendeecees, sending messages, leaving voicemails, and even showing up at his favorite spots, hoping for a moment of reconciliation. But every attempt seemed to be met with cold indifference. He wasn't ready to face her. He wasn't ready to forgive her. One evening, after weeks of silence, Yandy received a call from Mendeecees. Her heart skipped a beat as she looked at the screen, unsure of what to expect. Would he yell at her again? Would he finally confront her about the lies? Yandy, Mendeecees' voice sounded tired on the other end. I've been thinking a lot about everything. Yandy's breath caught in her throat. This was the moment she had been waiting for. Mendeecees, I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen. I know I hurt you, and I know I broke your trust. But please, I need you to understand, I never wanted to lose you. Mendeecees sighed deeply, the weight of the situation still pressing on him. I don't know if I can understand it, Yandy. You lied to me for so long. I can't just pretend like everything is fine. I don't know who to trust anymore. I've spent my whole life trusting the people closest to me, and now I'm questioning everything. There was a long silence between them, each of them processing the gravity of the conversation. Yandy could feel her heart breaking again as Mendeecees' words hung in the air. She knew that healing wasn't going to be quick, and it wasn't going to be easy. The damage was deep, and the road to forgiveness was uncertain. Mendeecees, I know I've lost your trust. I've broken you, and I don't expect that to be fixed overnight. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make things right. I'm willing to fight for us, for our family. The sincerity in her voice hit him, and for a brief moment, Mendeecees was silent. His anger and betrayal were still raw, but there was something in Yandy's words that resonated with him. The woman he had loved for years, the mother of his children, was asking for another chance, a chance to rebuild what they had lost. I don't know if I'm ready for that, Mendeecees admitted quietly, but I'm willing to try. I can't promise things will go back to the way they were, but I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to listen. Yandy felt a flicker of hope ignite in her chest. It wasn't a promise of reconciliation, but it was a start, a glimmer of light at the end of a very dark tunnel. The next few weeks were filled with emotional conversations, late-night talks, and intense therapy sessions. Mendeecees and Yandy both faced their demons, trying to navigate the mess they had created. The lies, the hurt, the mistrust. It was a painful journey, but they were both determined to find a way forward. Their family, too, was affected by the fallout. The kids could sense the tension between their parents, and Yandy's mother continued to push for her daughter to make things right. But Mendeecees wasn't rushing into anything. He had been hurt too deeply, and the scars ran too deep for him to just jump back into a happy family narrative. Yet, as the days went on, there were small steps forward. Mendeecees agreed to spend more time with Yandy to see if they could rebuild their relationship. They started to share more, to communicate better. And while things weren't perfect, not even close, there was an understanding between them that they both wanted something more than the pain they had been living in. But the scars would remain. The trust that was once so solid now had cracks, and it would take years to fully heal. The road ahead would be long and uncertain, with many more challenges. But for the first time in months, both Mendeecees and Yandy felt like they had a real chance, at rebuilding their life together. As for the public, the story continued to unfold. Fans still watched closely, eager to know what would happen next. Would Mendeecees and Yandy be able to put the pieces of their broken marriage back together? Or would this be the end of their relationship? No one could say for sure, but one thing was clear, the drama wasn't over yet. The fallout from the DNA test scandal has shaken the very foundation of Mendeecees and Yandy's marriage, leaving fans around the world on the edge of their seats. As the couple struggles to find their way back to each other, the question remains, will they be able to repair the damage caused by years of lies? Or will this be the end of one of reality TV's most iconic couples? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Mendeecees and Yandy can rebuild their relationship, or is it too late? Drop a comment below and let us know how you feel about the drama that's unfolded. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated on the latest twists.
So yeah, so what do you guys think? I don't really know a lot about this relationship. I know Yandy's name just from way back with the other Love and Hip Hop with Chrissy and Jim Jones, I think it was. I don't really know what's going on here, but looks like, you know, basic everyday issues. Like, these things happen to people every single day, and, you know, definitely any type of betrayal is difficult for people to get over. You know, I said earlier that, you know, if you're married, or on a different video, if you're married, you know, it's work. So, you know, anything that you know, any marriage that's made it, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, that means they were working 20, 40, 50 years. And I'm sure if you sit down with your grandparents or your aunties and uncles that have been married for that long, they will tell you some stories of some stuff that'll make your jaw drop. So, I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully they'll be able to work things out, or, you know, if not, like I said, for a man to find out that a child is not his is one of the ultimate betrayals. But big up to all the men that decide to put the children first and still stay in that child's life, because it's not the child's fault. So, you know, we'll see what they decide to do. That's their, you know, family business. But I'm going to get on out of here. You guys take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike, and I'm just saying VB told you so. Bye, guys. All right. To here. Are we staying on here? Do I have to jump off and go to a different live? Your live to this. Don't know if it works at the moment. We are going to talk about this, I guess, Puffy news of him being in the hospital. So if you guys want to, okay, if you guys want to stick around for that, we will. I don't think anybody's. Yeah, they probably were. These are for the other channels, you know, guys. When we do the reactions, we're doing them for Mike's other channels, so they're not live channels. We just drop the videos and people respond. So, you know, but while we were doing this, we got some information that Puffy was rushed to the hospital. So we're gonna touch on that a bit and see what's going on. We're going to do it as a reaction. Sorry, I'm just reading my instructions from Dad. Oh, mine has to be? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Is there a video in this? Are you gonna do the video? You're gonna do the video? Okay, you're gonna do it and I'm gonna react. Is that how we're doing it? Or am I supposed to read it first? Because I can't click on this. No video, just read it. Okay. So just no video. All right. All right. So let me pull it up so I can see. Yikes. Okay, all right, Dad. I get it. My booty hurts. All right, let's see. All right, let's get into this. All right. You gonna zoom in on it when I start talking? I'm just gonna do the intro. I'm gonna let you zoom in and because I'll read it from my phone. You can zoom in and so people can see it from here if you want, Dad. All right. Oh, let me do it this way. Yes, thank you. All right, let me get a full. What's up, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? I'm just saying VB here, filling in for Mike while he's over in the Philippines. We got some breaking news here, so we're going to get into that. It says, breaking news, Diddy is rushed to the hospital in the middle of the night. So I'm going to just read the article here that they have up here and see what's going on here. And this is from the Daily Mail. It says Sean Diddy Combs was taken to the hospital from his federal prison cell on Thursday night, sources have revealed. The disgraced mogul, who is currently locked up at the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center, awaiting trial for numerous sex crimes, was rushed to the hospital late at night. Combs received an MRI at Brooklyn Hospital because his knee was bothering him, insiders told DailyMail.com. The source clarified that a jail altercation or fight was not the reason for Diddy's late-night hospital trip, adding that it was just an old injury that was bothering him. Combs did not stay at the medical facility overnight and was taken back to his cell after the MRI concluded. Diddy has been locked up in jail since he was arrested last year on sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution charges. He's been denied bail multiple times. Combs has vehemently, I know I said that wrong, vehemently denied all of the allegations since they first came to light and pleaded guilty after charges were initially filed. They got some pictures here. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, not it. We're back. The 55-year-old rapper, who is set to go to trial on May 5th, was previously alleged to have trafficked one woman, but the superseding indictment obtained by DailyMail.com accuses him of trafficking 2 additional women. However, despite the new accusations, no additional charges have been filed against the disgraced music mogul. His attorney, Mark Agnifilio, responded to the latest indictment in a statement to DailyMail.com. The latest indictment contains no new offenses. The prosecution's theory remains flawed, Agnifilio said. The government has added the ridiculous theory that 2 of Mr. Combs' former girlfriends were not girlfriends at all, but were prostitutes. Mr. Combs is as committed as ever to fighting these charges and winning at trial. In the indictment, prosecutors alleged that Combs transported the 3 women as well as professional sex workers across state lines. None of the women are identified by name in the indictment, but one of the women is apparently Diddy's ex-girlfriend, the singer Cassie Ventura, who accused him of physically abusing her in a sexual way, and repeatedly physically abusing her in a lawsuit filed in November 2023. I didn't read the word because YouTube doesn't like the word, and I don't like to use gibberish, so I try to use real words. Diddy settled the lawsuit just one day after she filed it, though the terms of the settlement were not announced, and he did not publicly admit to any accusations. Now, why would he do that? And there's more pictures. Okay. And despite Ventura not being named, the details of one of the incidents listed in the indictment are similar to a widely reported altercation between her and her then boyfriend. Prosecutors say that in March 2016, Diddy was pictured on a hotel security camera hitting a woman and then dragging her back to the room where one of his alleged freak-off sex parties was in progress. One of the women accusing him of abuse, sexual abuse, claims Diddy ordered a madam to assault her with a copper IUD. Ashley Parham claims in a lawsuit that she was gang sexually assaulted by Diddy and his associates in March 2018 after she was given a glass of water that made her feel a bit off. Parham detailed her claims in an interview with News Nation Ashley Banfield, saying she was introduced to Diddy when he barged into the California home of her friend Shane Pierce. Diddy basically started threatening me with human trafficking and that they could take me anywhere and sell me, Parham said. He had his longtime right-hand woman, Christina Coram. He ordered her to insert a copper IUD into my vagina, but luckily it deployed before she could actually get it inside me, like inside the cervix. Oh, God. This is, And that's when Sean Combs got extremely angry and he grabbed the TV remote and sexually assaulted me vaginally with the remote extremely violently. It's just sick. Parham claimed that she had previously told Pierce that she believed Diddy unalived Tupac. Diddy allegedly heard this comment and vowed to make her pay. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞 is mentioned as a defendant in Parham's lawsuit against Diddy and other associates. Diddy is currently spending his time in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after he was arrested and indicted on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. He has also faced an array of lawsuits while behind bars. He's been accused of taking part in kinky freak-off marathon parties with a slew of baby oil and drugs, or, substances, for YouTube's sake. These alleged parties involved sex workers and narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. According to the indictment, the Bad Boy Records star was denied bail 3 times by 2 separate judges and will remain in jail until his criminal trial, which is scheduled May 5th. He is facing life in prison if he is found guilty of the racketeering charge. And that is it for the article. So they really popped off and was like, breaking news. Puffy went to the hospital. Puffy went to the hospital and had everybody come running like, what happened? Did they Epstein him? Did somebody him? Did he do something to himself? Did they, put something in his food? And it was a knee injury. He went back same day. I mean, I guess if this is what we have to do to, get people to keep coming back for more. I mean, people were thinking this was going to be some, something happened. Who did it? Who did it to him? Yeah, no, his knee was hurting. Like, the man is 50 something years old. He probably got bad knees right about now. He's not sleeping on them good mattresses no more. He ain't got no cushion toilets, no bidet, spray in between his butt. I mean, maybe he can order one. I don't know. People, people in prison, if you got some money, you might live a whole different life, But yeah, doesn't sound too much of an emergency. Just sounds like he had a little field trip to the hospital and they sent him right on back. Get on back in there. So I guess that was a little bit underwhelming for some of us. He did not get into any type of brawl, or that's what they're saying, right? This is what the Daily Mail is reporting. He did not get into any brawl. He did not get shanked. He did not get anything put in his food. He was breathing fine when he went in. His knee was hurting, and he's over 50 years old. So, when you're over 50 years old, your knees are going to hurt. It's cold up there right now. So, the cold, I don't think does anything good for achy bones, and he's not, laid out on the best of the best anymore. So I'm sure he might feel like inside he's dying. But, that's just how us regular people live. And, sometimes we get up and we crack a bone and our knee pops a little bit. No emergency, Puffy. It's just you are old. Okay? Old enough to know better for all the things that you have been accused of. Old enough to know better. That's number one. But just an older man, right? So everybody can calm down and relax. He hasn't been shanked. Nothing has happened, according to the Daily Mail, other than he woke up with a little knee pop and, they felt concerned about it and allowed him to take a field trip to the hospital, and they checked him out and sent him back. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah. Everybody can calm down. And it was breaking news. It happened on Thursday, so they're just reporting it, which was my birthday. And it seems like Thursday was the day for like, whoa, what's going on the 30th? The 30th was just like, whoosh, whoosh, like on everybody. I mean, we had a crazy day on Thursday, just a lot going on, a lot of stuff. But like I said before, Puffy is okay. He wasn't sick or anything like that. He just had a little knee ache. He is over 50. And sometimes when you're over 50 and you're not sleeping on the best mattresses, your knees can get a little achy. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I can say. All the other information we already know, right? We've been right on it as a social media, not necessarily myself, but as social media, and everybody has been right on it. And you know, we haven't missed anything yet. So now we know that Puffy went to the hospital for his knee hurting, and they sent him back same day on Thursday. And yeah, not much else to report there. You know, I mean, if there's anybody that's over 50 that you know, go talk to your aunties, your uncles, and your grandparents, and ask them how many times, they get up and that hurts. They don't necessarily go to the hospital for it. They just kind of work it out, and then you go. But he ain't got nothing else to do except for watch TV, eat, go outside for recess, be on the phone, talk to people, ain't much to do. So why not get out, trip to the hospital, and, figure out what's going on. Maybe he just needed some fresh air other than the yard, but yeah, he's good. What's going on, Maggie? What's going on? Yeah, he went to the hospital, Maggie, but it's because he had a knee ache. A knee ache. His knee was hurting. And he went to the hospital. They sent him home the same day. As I've explained to everyone, I was reading the article, so we didn't know what it was. This is a live reaction. We didn't know what it was. We just heard there was breaking news that he was rushed to the hospital. So he was rushed to the hospital because he's over 50 years old and he's not sleeping on a great bed. And he got up and his knee probably popped. Ooh, that hurts. And because he has nothing else to do, why not take a trip to the hospital, right? Let's go check it out. Not like we have it. We'll be back later, and, not a problem. He'll go back to watching TV and, getting his food and, working in the kitchen, whatever, laundry, whatever he does, over there. And he just wanted to change the scenery for a couple hours, I get it. The yard wasn't enough fresh air for him. He wanted to take a ride to the hospital and, see the people, because that's as close to being free as he's going to get right now, is a ride to the hospital and then back. So I'm sure that, they told him just, do some stretching before you go to bed, maybe when you get up. So, just maybe a little Bengay. Usually after 50, most people know about Bengay, especially men. I mean, it is called Bengay, but I don't know where they got the name, but it's a, man name. So I assume that men get a lot of achy bones after a certain time. And just get him some. He's rich. He's in jail. He can get whatever he wants, pretty much ordered in. So just give him some Bengay. Let him rub it on his knees, and do some stretching. Okay, Puff, just do some stretching. Yeah. I'm not even. I have a side chat here, guys. It is a live reaction, and I'm reading my side chat. And yep, I did it again. But anyway, like I was saying, get them a little Bengay, rub it on your knees. Do a little stretching, Puff. You're cramped up in small quarters, possibly. Go outside in the yard, take a walk around. Talk to the people. Make some friends. Go lift some weights, something, do some work in the kitchen, maybe the laundry, whatever suits you, whatever you want to do, you know, keep yourself busy, go to the library, read some books, you know, get some extra degrees or something, you know, whatever you got to do to, you know, pass the time. Because brother, you might be there for the rest of your life. So, you know, maybe not there. Maybe once they, you know, go through with everything, if they figure out that you're guilty, maybe they'll move you somewhere else and, you know, you'll have a little bit better accommodations. I don't know. But yeah, you're over 50, bro, and your knees are going to ache, especially when you're on, you know, bedding and mattresses that might not be the best for you. So I don't know what else to say about that. But yeah, everybody can relax, calm down. He's still there. He's still there. We're moving toward May 5th so we can get this thing taken care of and figure out what we're going to do with him for the rest of his life. So everybody relax, everybody calm down. It wasn't the emergency that we thought it was. Okay? And yes, everyone breathe. He is still here to stand his trial. Okay? He has another day. This happened on Thursday. He has another day. He hasn't gone anywhere yet. He just took a little field trip to the hospital for an achy knee, and we're going to get him some Bengay. He's going to do some stretches before and after, before he goes to sleep and when he wakes up, and he's going to work that out because he's not used to being in these tight spaces, okay? So he is still here. He is still with us. We are going to get to May 5th, the Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, okay? So, you know, everybody just be patient. May 5th is coming. It is coming, okay? And hopefully we will have answers, not just for him, but for everybody else that's involved, okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. You guys let me know what you think in the comments about the breaking news, Puffy being rushed to the hospital for a sore knee. And just, you know, let us know. All right, guys. Y'all take it light, take it slow. So I'm Uncle Mike, and I'm just saying VB told you so. Bye, guys. So here, was that long enough? I hope I did. I was able to pull 20 minutes out of that. Did I pull 20 minutes out of that to here? Because I don't know what else I could possibly say about this. Like what exactly? This is what happens with these are live reactions, guys. This is what live reactions. We get news, we jump on it, and you know, we find out the man is just old at the end of the day. He's just old. Like, yes, I'm not leaving, guys. This is just for a reaction video because we got breaking news. So this is going to be one interesting reaction, I'm sure. You know, the man is over 50 years old. Of course your knees are going to ache. You know, people have knee aches. They don't go to the hospital for a knee ache. Jesus. Somebody write Puffy a letter and let him know how regular people live, please. Please write him a letter and say, Puff, these are the things that regular people deal with on a daily basis that should be no alarm to you. You have just been taken to regular person status, okay? And with that, you know, there are some things that you're going to experience that you might not have experienced before, you know, especially when there are no substances that are helping you to not feel anything. It is possible, sir, that you might feel the following symptoms as a man that's over 50 and no longer on any substances, okay? You are going to feel your age. That is number one. You are going to feel your aches and your pains, and if you do not stretch, okay, you might feel some other things, okay? So stretching is very important for a man your age. Please, Puff, take good care of yourself because we want to see you on May 5th so that we can get down to the bottom of all this heinous activity. Thank you. in your name. Somebody write a letter. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Write a letter. Let this man know what's going on, because he's clearly, doesn't understand, what's happening to him. Maybe he's never been without substances in his system, and doesn't realize that this is what you go through at this age. It's okay. Let's inform him, give him the information that, we are trying to get you to May 5th. We, the people, would like you to make it to May 5th. That is what we want. And, if we have to give you the information in order to understand that we stand behind getting you to May 5th so that we can know what is going on and we can make sure that justice prevails. Justice prevails. Yes. Okay? But yes, you do not have to be rushed to the hospital, Puff, for an achy knee. Just get a little Bengay. You got the money for it. Put it on your commissary, and I'm sure they'll bring it to you. Okay, Puff? It's all good. So, anything else that we have to do? I think we've handled that. Yes, that's right. Keep him alive and healthy. Go to some of these comments. Keep him alive and healthy. We need to see him face the judge and jury. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. At least take care of yourself until we find you guilty. Right, absolutely. Yes, okay. Dad has told me that we are done officially with our reactions. Guys, I am so grateful and thankful for you guys coming over here and spending some time with us. He's going to roll up in there in a wheelchair, which is not funny, but in this case, it's the performance of it. Yes, the performance of it. Yes. As if we haven't seen performances before. Welcome to my world, Puff Ache, from head to toe every day. Ice packs. Yes, ice packs. Very good. Thank you, Edinburgh Glass. It's a very good idea. But we're going to go ahead for real now and get on out of here, guys. I appreciate you guys sitting with us for these reactions this morning and early afternoon or night, wherever you are. And we will be back, when we'll be back at 5 o'clock, same time, same place. And we will have I will have a great announcement for you guys that I just want to share, something else that we're doing. And I look forward to that. But you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. And we'll see you in a couple of hours. All right. Bye, guys.